logging in games, we lit the squadron. Ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them. Falling, groveling, we lit in any room, server or camp. Though when they see us, we stand. We never lead till we end, lead till we champ. Once we logging in games, we lit the squadron. Ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them. Falling, groveling, so we lit in any room, server or camp. Though when they see us, we stand. We never lead till we end, lead till we champ. Beat them advance. We do we think for the win when we in it, we kill it and leaving no chance to hell reclaim. That's not how we move in the wheel of games. Ultimate gamers and still the change, shaking the industry. Plenty G's winning our team, we some killing bees, killing these moves while they still we replenish. We load the artillery, hold the hostility, boosting these trophies we win. We in it all land on the grind, opposition and misery. Leaking they dwell, call us the winners cause we never fail. This is the team that's making a wave on the streams, growing and hanging below. Ultimate endgamers league 1,000,000 degrees, and this is where gamers go pro.
Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down. Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down. Fuck the ruckus, I get buckets with an ears. Better duck, I tap the budget for a fee. No questions when I step into the lead. Man of the hour, power forward like Embiid. I lost a couple homies, had to take some time to grieve. Now I'm straight, gotta get it out the gate. Go ahead and fill my plate up. Cleaning makeup off the other pillow when I wake up. Her glasses down to tell her she don't see it when you shade her. When you hear him talking down, does it faze ya? Spend my time inside a booth going crazy. Like, have you heard the latest? Shattering the earth, groundbreaking while I'm faded. Said that you were there for me, bro, where you at now? Spinning till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from my glass house, never feel the thing, I'm a king, I don't back down. Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down. Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down.
I don't back down, Mac back now. I got two hoes looking for me where I'm at now. I'm on a whole nother level, wanna get a brand new bezel. I got 20,000 on me, trying to get another 20 for me. For my bitch, for for a brand new flick. Ain't no skits, I just keep my shit 100, no bullshit. I got money on my mind, I don't never switch. Since I was a little jit, I'll slap the shit out of a bitch. Don't get disrespectful with me, I be checking homies. I got too much money that's reflecting off me, so let's reflect. And I be talking to myself, niggas, time to get this money, time to strap around that belt. Wanna run your mouth and I take that off and I whip your ass myself. I ain't playing around with no game system, I'll take it, put it on the shelf. I'm on high levels, elevated, pretty bitches think I made it. Now that don't get shit confused, it's me and money, we related.
Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down. Said that you were there for me, whoa, where you at now? Spin it till I'm dizzy, I get busy till I black out. You throwing stones from a glass house, never feared a thing, I'm a king, I don't back down.
Don't you dare be sour. It's another Cobra takeover for day 2 of
Season 8.
There you go. Day 2 of week 1 of season 8. Lost the sentence much like how the Ravens lost that game last night. Woo! Yeah, that was a good setup.
Yes.
Moving on, we got a return of last season's champions, the back-to-backs, the Reapers. Versus.
Yes, and they playing I believe they finished in third, if I remember correctly, third place seed in the playoffs. The Ghosts ready to come out with a completely new look and a completely new identity.
Whole new identity, whole new list of players, and it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this matchup tonight against the season 6 and 7 champs.
I also find this really funny. Last season, if you remember correctly, game 1 of season 7, the Reapers played 3 rookies up against the Ghosts, normally starting like playoff lineup. Today, I look at the Reapers playing what would be very much a playoff lineup against 3 rookies.
Oh, so we're about to switch over to our head-to-head cam to see who wins rock, paper, scissors for first setup.
All right, let's see. Ooh, we got Cat versus Zach. Meow. Who's going to put their team on their back?
He's going to put the paws on them.
All right, let's see. And Zach with the win. So one thing I want to highlight on that is we've changed how rock, paper, scissors and setup kind of works this season.
How do we change that?
So the big thing is that rock, paper, scissors determines who has setup going forward. And if you have setup, you get to make choices like maps, characters, killer, survivor, and some of the like Dead by Daylight stuff.
So what you're saying is if you win in the beginning, you either get to forfeit your first choice or, oh, we got that wheel spin.
I love this. Look.
Need for Speed. I think Need for Speed is a good one because now both teams sit in 4, and it can kind of dictate how they want the resets to go going forward. But like how we were saying about RPS, it is now, like you said at the beginning of the game, and you can either give up the right to the first choice on these games, or you can set it up and give that first choice. So the trade-off is do you want to set up the first game and get the first decision, or do you not care that much? But Cat won, so he made his decision, which we'll find out about shortly.
And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing looking at it right now. Like something like Need for Speed, for people that don't know, we play the most in game mode. And so the choice here is, do you want to be the runners or do you want to be the chasers, basically? And as someone that's worked together and, you know, we've gone back and forth, there's a lot of back and forth about whether or not you feel comfortable as a unit, you know, running or trying to track down and maybe position yourself in a more aggressive position.
And another interesting thing that's changed from last season until now is Need for Speed has gotten, the cars are opened up now.
Yes.
So with the different changes of classes, you might have the opportunity to be more standalone.
And we get another one of the new rules. Okay. Go ahead and let them know.
So I'm not sure exactly how it works. You want to break that down because you're
okay. So the other new setup is Season 8. We got new things going on. You can choose to spin the wheel again. So say whatever game rolls first here, Need for Speed, they didn't like it. They said, let's roll again. And they end up on Mortal Kombat 1. So you don't have to play that game now. A great example would be yesterday, the bots played. Everyone knows them as the strongest StarCraft team. If that rolls first, put it back on the wheel.
Actually, no, get it out the way early. If it's the bots, I'd rather play StarCraft at the beginning of the game and not be held hostage by Billy at the later points of the game. But that's where that decision in the start.
Because if Billy wins, he can pick to be like, all right, cool, yeah, we'll put it back on the wheel and we'll go to something else.
Yeah, but then Billy made that decision. I have tried to make sure the game does not get played.
I think that it really helps teams that are prepared because you might see a game that you think is maybe 50-50, and you would rather see that later in the game, or maybe you slightly are favored for it, and you're like, all right, cool, put that back and have something else. I know.
If I got meter, I'm going to burn it.
That's always
burn the meter.
How it goes. But I'm happy to see both of those rules come up, and we jump right into setup. Another one of those new rules. Only 4 minutes to get that game up and running.
Fortunately, MK1's a little bit more simpler when it comes to a lot of the games on the wheel. Most fighting games are. But, yeah, 2v2 MK. So we might be seeing Scarlet and probably Cutters.
Scarlet and Cutters. I think that's always a solid option. The Reapers.
Hold on. Are there any barefoot?
No, Cat. Wait, Cat. Cat is here today.
Why would you burn him early when you have Scarlet here?
Do you know for a fact that there's no one on the Ghost? Like this one.
I mean, like Dev. I'd be most wary of Dev on the Ghost. But Cat's coverage, I think, with Scarlet and Cutters gives you more flexibility on the next set of roles, whereas going with Scarlet and Cat doesn't give you as much.
I don't think so. Personally, I think you just play Cat. Of everybody on the Reapers, I think it's kind of been proven that if you are not a top 3 player and one of those players is named Cat, you're probably not able to handle Cat super well. Most people.
His Street Fighter still.
But in Mortal Kombat, I'm speaking specifically about
Okay,
Mortal Kombat here. All right?
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah. In Mortal Kombat specifically, he's the only person to ever have taken a game in an actual match against Chicken Tech, for example, who is, by many people, top Mortal Kombat player in the league. And so I would say, like, they can just send in Cat, which I think we're seeing.
Yep. You
They're
called
full sending here into Hydro and LJ Scared to Go. I want to give a shout out to Hydro as well because he is the new GM of the Ghost, and this is his first game in that driver's seat.
Yep, and that's welcome to the Thunder, though, Hydro. It is miserable. You got to worry about lineups. You got to worry about setups. You got to worry about what games are on. You got to worry about strategy. You got to worry about communicating with your team. I hope you have the opportunity to bask in it. Just bask in it.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. I think it seems a lot, but the Ghost also as a unit, I can tell you they've been practicing hard. They didn't come into this season thinking anything was given. I think they've been in a rebuild position consistently. Every couple of seasons, it seems like they're willing to rebuild and start from scratch. And so of all the teams, I expect them to be pretty prepared. And I know Hydro has some of those veteran pieces, again, the LJ Skater Girls, the Mr. OGs, that can help him maybe in some of those aspects that.
And not to mention, Zach's coming in the sophomore season along with Dev. And even though Zach didn't see a lot of playtime last season due to the way the Ghosts were structured, he has been a very dependable person when it comes to knowledge, game setup, and just being an overall just a useful person on the team. So I think with him being on the starting side of things this time around, I think we might be able to see a stronger team in the rebuild instead of a stereotypical, like, all right, well, punch around, hope it works.
And here we go. Looks like we're transitioning over. It's Smoke versus Lee May. And we will get you sides on who is who. And the Smoke is already cooking. Smoke as a character is terrifying in Mortal Kombat 1 just because of his strength and his ability to make you guess. A 40% combo off rip, immediately back into the assist, ready to go again. Whoever is smoking Lee May pack so quickly.
I get it. Smoke.
Yeah. A nice job.
EX overhead for the invisible, but the Frost assist covers.
Good job keeping yourself safe, but very quickly here.
Good, Doc. I think the Lee May might be a newer player.
So I will say I think that the Smoke is Cat, and this is because he played Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 11, who is kind of a 50-50 character. And
it looks like we got the next
very much so. Smoke has a very similar game plan, it feels like, of making you kind of guess.
Need for speed. Lol. But Cat is just bullying.
Going to work. Mortal Kombat has one of the biggest deltas compared to every other fighting game on the wheel. I feel like people that know how to play Mortal Kombat know how to play Mortal Kombat really well. This looks like somebody that maybe has played a little bit, but might not be the most comfortable with the new assist systems, with some of the new characters, and especially the speed at which was playing. I would love. It is a strong when we're heading back to, I'm assuming, character select for a character swap up here.
It's going to be interesting to see how the second player approaches this matchup, because if that is Cat up front, you still got to deal with Scarlet. And you have to do it. You have to deal with Cat flawlessly to have you now a chance against Scarlet.
Yes.
Because you need 2 lives to deal with both of these players. And Cat already warmed up. Not a good start.
Yeah, kind of terrifying. Smoke really makes sense and really does fit his. Oh, are we going to get the smoke mirror?
I guess you can say it's all smoke and mirrors. No, do it. Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors, baby.
Yeah. my man wanted this.
I needed it.
He needed it so bad. All right. And it looks like it is straight up a mirror between the 2 players. We'll see who can get an advantage here.
Who knows the character better and knows the options better?
After that first game, I'm going to go with the Gray Smoke. But immediately, some nice spacing. Both players are looking to get their opportunity.
Yeah, Reapers are player 1.
Reapers are player 1. That makes a lot of sense. Another block here. Still moving in. A good job once again showing pretty strong understanding of at least the combo structure of his character, knowing what he wants to do, how he wants to play. Nice job blocking the low. Gets a good punish off here.
That should be to death if he's low enough.
I think Smoke gets one more guess. One more guess here. Oh, a nice job with the get up counter. But a nice up block into another
I think that was a standing one to clean that up.
Is this going to be the first Mortal Kombat 1 sweep of the season?
It's looking like it.
Because currently, right now, the Ghosts have one more life. They have one more chance here. And again, I think this is one of those unfortunate things. It's one of those games that you really have to know and really be comfortable with in a situation like this when you're going up against.
This game is buns and only Chicken Tech likes it.
I'm not going to agree with you there. Not only Chicken Tech likes it. I'm not going to say anything else. Go
like
up
6 people.
The throws back and forth. This is kind of a steamroll. Like I'm looking for an avenue. Nice job trying to go invisible to maybe get something started. Okay, a little bit of offense, but immediately
that should wrap it up.
Is punishable. Yeah, this is done. This is done. Game over. Keeps him in the air. Said, "Let me show you how to do the combo right quick before the match ends."
Oh no, he didn't go for fatality.
No. Keep it clean. Keep it simple.
Lame.
And
BM.
a fast early win going over to the Reapers with some great Mortal Kombat 1 play.
Them other teams over there is Duke. I mean, except for, they all Duke.
All of them.
Ricky Rock.
All of them.
2023 CSM champion. Direct quote. Hold that.
And we were talking about, unfortunately, the decision to put it back on the wheel to roll again. They don't want to play Need for Speed, and
you can look, but you better not touch. Look at you fools! You could have just played it and been done. Nah, he got rolled in Mortal Kombat.
Immediately in.
Actually, no, the Reapers put it back.
The Reapers put it back?
Was it the Reapers that put it back?
We will get confirmation on that. Maybe I forgot how rock paper scissors work for a second.
Because Cat won.
Then it would have been the Reapers that put it back. Do you think you're in a better position as the Reapers then? Because you managed to now catch Hydro and LJ out of rotation for it, as opposed to playing it first game and having possibly to deal with best lineup. But you don't have obviously Cat and Scarlet here, but having Hollywood and Hollywood Cutters. Excuse me, let me get the names. Twig, Cootie, Nug.
It's Udi.
And Pebble.
Cutters doesn't get the letter C.
Oh, Udi.
Yeah, he went from Utters to Udi.
Okay, Udi, Nug, Pebble, and Twig.
Yeah.
You really want to handle that?
Ricky about to be in that Jeep Wrangler going crazy, bro.
Do you think he plays the Jeep Wrangler? Do you actually?
I hope to God there's a Jeep in the game, and I hope it cuts to it. And when we get to the player camera, Ricky's just like, the Jeep.
We have so much fun. The Reapers, they're the team with that personality just to have fun and be like, all right, cool.
They take every game seriously, but they're not going to take themselves so seriously that they're not having fun.
We touched on it as well, but I want you to highlight it for the people out there. You may have seen Need for Speed last season, but it might look a little bit different this season if you're tuning in.
We got all the cars now, baby. Whatever is available on the accounts now are fair game. So when last season when you see somebody pick a Mazda cop car, it's like, ha, you lose, idiot. Nah, baby, it's all on there. And it looks like we got a timeout from the Ghost.
This is one of those early timeouts. So we saw this a little bit yesterday on display. New games, new rules. Now, I feel kind of frustrated because Mortal Kombat 1, while a new game, we played Mortal Kombat last season. Need for Speed, we played last season. Literally the only difference is what you can actively select.
We got more whips, baby.
So I'm looking at it. I
think the issue is to remember, setup does involve both parties. Mm-hmm. So I can do everything right on my side with my team, but I have to keep all of you in. Decisions also have to be made. So when it comes to this new setup rotation, there's going to be a lot of responsibility on the teams to get decisions made, and there's also another increased responsibility on the game master. Because if I'm like, hey, Strix, I need your information. What do you guys want to do?
Hold on.
No, I need to make the decision. there needs to be some sort of an interaction because as a setup team, with that timer being against you and that forfeit or that timeout being penalized from you, you need to be making sure these teams are on the response times because if you have setup, hey, we're taking this choice, what's your choice? All right, we're making this choice, what's your choice?
You are making it as clear as possible that the holdup is not on you.
Exactly.
I'm trying to move this along, and they are actively impeding that process.
It's like, oh, no, we got to look at maps. I got 4 minutes, bro. Here's the deal. If you want to look at maps, you can call a timeout.
Yeah.
Either tell me a name or keep it pushing.
Yeah.
By the way, that will be my attitude the entire season.
I'm just here so I don't get
Entire
fined.
season.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Now, I want to talk to you looking forward. So we're getting into Need for Speed. They have a minute left. We know that we're going to get a wheel spin as soon as Need for Speed comes up. They start playing. You have Egg versus Mr. OG. What games do you want to see? Maybe don't want to see. I know both of them have.
I think DNF Duel, I think, is the one I want to see the most.
Okay.
'Cause I think the Reapers did beat them the last time they played. I could be wrong.
That would very much surprise me, but I would also look at it as maybe Dev wasn't available.
Oh, I'll reset.
Yeah, because you got to remember, they will have.
Oh, full reset. So now I remembered that resets. I think there's resets coming up. Chickens League. That'll probably be the game I would want right after this.
Both of them would have just a strong player they have to send in.
And because then Dictator goes in, and then Mr. OG goes in, reset, and then I would probably send in. Actually, I think League might be one of the worst options for the Reapers because you're only active. Actually, no, Ricky plays. So yeah, you have Ricky.
You got some time to think about it. 'Cause just like them, you get in the game now, and here we are spinning. We got over on the side these new cams, man. These new cams, seeing the players and seeing everybody's. I call it the gamer face.
Ooh, I like that. So just in case you viewers didn't notice that, if you look over there on the right, our handy dandy heads up camera, you see a live now in between both players. That arrow pointing down means we're watching Rad is Mad from the Ghost, a new rookie trying to play some Smash afterwards.
Yeah.
But
and performed extremely well actually at the combine. Really caught a lot of eyes.
I mean, he was all right.
A lot of people were looking at him going into the draft. But I want to say we also know that the Ghost elected to go cops in this situation.
Unless it...
And this map...
It's a highway map for the most part with a few breakoffs. No, it's up in the canyons, up on the backside of the cliffs, right?
Yeah, so there might be a few opportunities for both teams to get away, but we've already seen the Reapers play. They tend to have a pretty clean set of lines that they want to run, and especially where that was a dangerous pass on that.
I don't think Rad has a lot of reps on this just yet.
Yeah, definitely he's trying his best to be as comfortable as possible, but it's a game that you have to work with your team, and maybe we might see the difference of the veterans. You know, a player like Cutters has been playing this for a few seasons, and the Reapers as a whole.
Cutters is playing Need for Speed as long as he hasn't had hair. Rad spinning out. Buddy. Reverse.
Yeah.
Isn't Rad like 20-something? He should own a car.
Again, you might not have played Need for Speed Pursuit. It doesn't feel exactly the same. You know, there's a little bit of a difference.
Arcade racer, bro.
One thing I'm noticing right now that is really rough is looking at the mini map. It looks like
this is the first time I've seen a racer on the Reapers.
There's one officer up by the Reapers racer,
and that might be
get EMP. Do you know how to dodge? Let's see.
Do a barrel roll.
Good job breaking the lock. Ooh, but this car might get you trapped.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brake. No.
He tried to
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger.
Accelerate out. Good job avoiding the truck. And
let's see what we're looking at about 900 yards between Rad and the most wanted.
It's really interesting because I'm how the Reapers as players haven't taken out that one. The one cop that's up there.
I think at this point they're just playing blocks and haven't overcommitted to anything yet. And honestly, I think that one cop might have got I think it's all 4 cops behind now.
Yep. So
all right. So now if all three Reapers get together and start dropping spike strips all on the line, and they get 1 or 2 good stops,
cooldown is activated.
Oh,
30 seconds.
Oh, it's Zaw. Yeah, this game's over. Or no, Zaw's with the police right now. Oh no! Is that the boy Ricky? He Ricky rocking him? No.
Oh, the spin out.
Ricky's a demon, bro.
He's showing them how he gonna drive his Jeep.
This is how you. Come on, Ricky! Ricky!
The most one is gone. You see that? He stood up. He knew it was over with. It's crazy to me that
These other teams are dope.
you going.
Oh, 100%. I love that kid, man. He's great.
He's great. He's a great kid.
But Reapers take
Need for Speed.
after putting it back. They said, nah. Oh, well, that's a little tool we'll need for later.
I think that like, it's one of those really weird things of I do agree with sometimes putting a game back that you feel pretty confident in winning, because it's kind of like knowing that you have extra gas in the tank as you approach the second half.
I can respect that line. Personally, I'm just like, yo,
Full set.
yeah, punch him in the face now. And it's like, hey, you're going to get this, but I'm gonna save it for later.
If you get a knockout round one, if you get a knockout round one, it doesn't matter what happens in
But
round
unfortunately, there is no one round knockouts in the UEL. It's 4 hours of gameplay, baby. 2 hours, 2 halves, 5 timeouts, and
And I just realized. So what was the next game coming up?
Smash.
So that means there's a 2-minute setup time. So
Oh
the
boy.
other change beyond the 4-minute timer for setup here in the UEL is if you're going from console to PC or vice
PC.
versa,
Console.
it is a 2-minute setup time.
2
Meaning,
minutes.
and this is what I'm confident in the Ghost here. If Hydro and LJ, and especially LJ, who plays Smash, was not in,
Why does she play so many bad video games?
she was definitely getting the game set up, so we should be able to get it, sent it. Like, both these teams, I expect to have a pretty clean setup.
Yeah, maybe a timeout here and
Overall.
there because they know how some of the games work and they know how finicky it can be. Like, speaking from experience, I can have Need for Speed set up early, but I'm still going to have an issue at some point getting everybody on the right colors or the right side. So,
Both teams should have players that are able to set it up
looks
pretty
like
quickly.
Yep, timeout Reapers.
Never mind that timeout that you were literally calling saying, hey, to be fair, getting a bunch of people set up for Squad Strike and Smash, which is different this season, can be pretty difficult, especially with like a 2-minute window of like
And not to mention
wrangling 10 people.
And not to mention if people didn't get their accounts and controls set up properly.
I'm not a game master. I will just point to the rule book that says that you need to do that prior to the game starting.
Look, bro, I don't work here, so they can figure it out. I'm just here to talk, sound entertaining, and keep it pushing. And first time out for Smash on the Reapers.
I don't think it's the worst thing. Like, getting 10 people wrangled for any game is difficult enough as it is.
Yeah.
And if you know you only have 2 minutes to get everyone to the Switch, controllers connected, ready to go,
Bro, just use your Wiimote.
boop, 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 that's why you're
boop,
bad.
boop, boop,
That's
boop.
why you're bad. That's immediately why you're bad. I don't even have to. The moment you said, just do this. No, we are.
Hey, I have a pro controller. No matter how bad I am at that game, I am not playing on that paddle controller nonsense. But hey, there's end gamers out there. They can play on anything, bro. I'm pretty sure I saw Zaw playing Doom 94 on a toaster.
Crazy.
Bluetooth toaster.
Do want to highlight. So both teams, they've gotten their people in. It is 5-man. So Mr. OG went in for the Ghost, and then looks like they've put in Dev, LJ, Zach, and Connor, leaving up Hydro as well as Rad for.
I like the Hydro Mad backup because Mad has really good shooter coverage and sports. Fighting, I think he was a little weakened because I think he didn't do too well in the combo challenge, or he didn't complete the combo challenge. And then in Hydro, we trust.
Is Hydro.
And then
On the
other
other
side,
side-
though, we have the mythical beast, who's not real, Cat, and
Twig and Kitten and Egg. 3 of, like, there might not be a better set of 3 players to just have available for whatever comes next.
we saw that last night. La Bamba, Belly, and Paku Paku.
I can't sit here and say that. When you get a win with 3 people,
Like, you are the best 3-man in the league. Like,
3-man, go. crazy.
3-man go dummy.
Dumb.
God. Magnus Sam's so weird.
Why are you a... Sam.
That's my little buddy, though. I always talk trash. I talk trash to Sam. Boar, on the other hand, that kid needs Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, time to get to the
13
altar of Smash because the church is beginning and people need to get blessed
10 seconds
with these items that are on high because Titus hates us.
Titus loves us, and he enjoys creating new scenarios, new experiences for all the end gamers here at the league.
Titus likes chaos. That's a shorter version of what he just said. Literally. Titus loves chaos.
That one I can't argue with.
Oh, Chicken Tech rolled up the sleeves. Or Dictator Chicken.
Oh. I'm looking at everybody. So we are playing Squad Strike this season in Smash, which is different from previous seasons of Smash being on the
I play
Wii.
real fighting games, so explain Squad Strike to the fans.
It's basically a series of 1v1s where you keep the same amount of percentage. The biggest difference with what we do here in the league is that, as you said, items are on high, which can lead to shenanigans being afoot.
Like Pac-Man eating spicy curry and then juggling people while throwing items at them. And sweeping an entire team. We watched that live yesterday. That will live on the internet forever.
Shout out to Paku Paku.
Menace.
We'll be getting into Smash here shortly. Again, it's one of those things that I think every season as well, the first week or two,
Absolute dog water.
and
It's
we're coming off
horrible.
of New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Execution is going to be weird. Setup's going to be weird. Gameplay is going to be weird. I'd say about week 4, week 5, teams will definitely figure out their identity on this wheel and have a lot better setups going. But yeah, right now, brother, the growing pains are strong.
who do you got in Smashing?
It's if you turn off enough rules and turn off enough settings, Smash is a fighting game. Dev has gone in. Therefore, I'm going to take Dev on this because Dev has given Scarlet a headache multiple times. Whether he's finished, debatable. But I still think in this format, in this game, I think Dev and the rest of the team gets this. The question is, though, is how does OG, Skater Girl, and Connor perform? And Zach.
I can make the comment that LJ and Mr. OG
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
actively compete in
So
Smash
never mind.
tournaments.
So yeah, never mind.
Like-
I keep forgetting. They play bad games, and they're really good at bad games. So therefore, like, bad game roll, they win. Except for I'd actually play Smash
You like
against
Call
them.
of Duty.
I like making people mad in shooters. There's a difference.
This slide is really hidden.
Is it slyly quenching your thirst and keeping you energized?
That might be the one thing that's not sly about it. It is doing that to the top degree.
The top degree, brother. But yeah. So it looks like we
Maybe a technical timeout. That's another thing that has been included for teams, that when things go wrong, you have a little bit more time if you need to for a technical timeout. But
now that's a straight up timeout, doggy. They're down to 3. That's a straight up back-to-back timeout.
I know Smash is a little bit difficult to set up. But
The question is, are they having issues with setup, or are they having issues with player profiles? Because then there becomes a different set of rules and problems. Because if,
so
apparently when it comes to the squad strike mode, you're able to pre-build your team in advance. Really dope, really cool. I like that. I like that a lot personally. Unfortunately, one of the teams selected a profile without confirming everything, and none of the team's characters were there.
So I want to highlight.
Yeah, we're not going to say that one. Go ahead.
I was going to say, like, I think you're giving a little bit more credit. I think they just clicked on the account. I think they clicked on the account that didn't have the characters unlocked on Smash. That's what I think happened.
Damn, that's crazy. Don't one of them people work here?
The Reapers as a team made just a mistake.
I'm being messy.
Made a mistake.
The Reapers made a management mistake on that. And that's one of the important things about getting into the league early, to actually verify your equipment, verify your settings, because you can have a game that is a guaranteed win for your team as long as they start the game, and you can lose it because you didn't have the right settings.
Getting into game is part of the game. Unfortunately.
The Ultimate Ingamers League.
You can't win the game if you can't get into the game.
Facts. And it looks
Imagine
like
we saw another timeout
I think we just did.
from the Ghost.
I think we just did.
From the. I was kind of joking, and then I saw something change, and
All right.
the Ghost. Okay, so being fair to everybody out there, why is a timeout being called by the Ghost? I think the Ghost want to play this game because they know it's going to be a win for them.
I wonder if when the Reapers called their timeout and went through their settings, they're like, hey, we should probably check ours. Oop! And now they're rushing through to go back there and get everything done. Remember, kids, you don't turn in a test or don't turn in your homework without double checking it.
Yep, and we see everyone's trying to get everything set up and just put together. This is what I love about the early parts of the season, though. There is this little bit of actual chaos of everyone just, no matter how many seasons you've played in UEL.
The first 2 to 3 weeks is you going, how does this work? What do we do? What do you mean? Nah. And then everybody yelling at the Game Master.
Yep, and you.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to yell at this Game Master today. Maybe the other one.
I would yell at them.
Oh, I would too, because I'm not, a punk. But that's a conversation from morals and standards for another day. But while we're enjoying this beautiful head-to-head cam, let's identify some of these people from stage left to right, I believe. So we got Straight Za right there in the back, next to Don't Pass the Ball, Ricky Rock'em. We got the boy Udi, a.k.a. Utters. We got Scarlet. We got Dictator Chicken sliding off camera. Then we got the Death Syndicate standing up in the back next to Hydro. Then we got Mr. OG right there in the flannel looking like a lumberjack. And then we got LJ Skater Girl bottom left. Looks like we're getting in the game finally.
All right, let's see who we're going up against. Link. So
Mario versus Mario. Or Link.
I can tell you on the right is going to be LJ on Link versus, it looks like Udi going in and doing
There's
his
no
best.
motor control for this, my guy. Just go ahead and pack it up.
And I think LJ's plan is going to be keep you away from items and kill you before you get a chance to use them.
I mean, Link has good combos and good setup. And
All right, and these teams, we got a Kirby coming up now.
Kirby's the one.
Somebody ready to eat, ready to swallow. Doing their very best. But I don't think LJ is going to give anybody a chance, truly and honestly.
All right, so we're not. Yep, go ahead and spin that now so they can start setting up. King of Fighters. Game!
The Kirby lasted less than the Mario. We're going back to the war zone, baby.
Murder?
All right, here we go. Isabel.
All right, Isabel's a weird pick. Please know how to play.
If y'all can see how I'm looking at him now, he's definitely they know him. Okay, we got a little bit. We got some dodging.
We got some net action.
You're getting hit a lot, but okay, recovers. That's an improvement from what we saw before.
Game!
Ooh, Pokeball. Not the call out. Not the call out by LJ. LJ said, like, you're gone.
Oh my God, that was great. I'm sorry, chat. That was just perfect.
On to Roy.
I didn't know Kobe was in Smash because that was a dime, buddy. Bloop, buckets.
God. Boom. We see some movement getting started here. Okay, LJ setting up once again.
Roy's our boy.
Ooh,
Yo,
we
don't
got
get freezy.
ice.
Don't get freezy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice
he
job
broke
breaking out.
I think this might be Scarlet.
So, of people on Reapers, I believe Scarlet probably. I'm going to guess Scarlet and Dictator Chicken are their best Smash players.
The problem is
Ooh, Obama Snow coming out. What you doing, my boy?
Thanks, Obama. Let's get it. Oh, Star, challenge everything. Challenge everything.
Yup. Now's your time. Tried to punish a Star user. You might just get.
Master Ball. Grab
Hit it. Ooh.
Throw it.
What did we get?
Oh,
The Y1.
That's it.
The Y1.
It doesn't move. It
does.
It doesn't move the way he. Oh no! You got it. Oh, that's
Can LJ clutch this out? But the percentage here is high enough that LJ actually has to be worried about getting one or two touch.
There is a slight reduction between rounds, though.
So it was just about 100. It was like 99.
99.7-ish.
So we'll see the exact reduction.
So we got to see a Sheik sweep.
I think this is Scarlet. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly.
So that was chicken on Roy then?
Yes, I believe this is Scarlet. Scarlet, I was talking with some of the Smash
Oh,
players.
so it's about a 30% reduction.
Okay, 30% reduction. Mentioned his Sheik play being pretty good. Boom.
I mean, your Sheik play can be pretty good, but if somebody's warmed up.
But if you get to start with them at 80%, I think it helps a little bit in Smash. Or them at 70% even. Because again, it's always that room for error. That's what the biggest thing in the UEL that catches people.
Oh,
off
good
guard.
power shield. Ooh, car. Pink.
All right, we got another statue. Who we got?
That is a Fire Emblem character with the instant slap.
What in
Wow.
that? I thought you were
That's
dead.
dead. Gone.
And a good throw here.
And he'll reduce down to 27% to start the second round. And if he gets a good combo off on a Sephiroth and get him to burn second jump early, get him with a low trajectory fly off the platform, eat that jump.
Yeah, you can definitely come back here. We've already seen like LJ's almost sweeping the entire Reaper's team. It's definitely possible here for a reverse sweep to happen relatively quickly, but it already looks like the Sephiroth does kind of know what they're doing.
That might be Mr. OG.
We are talking about the fighting game
Oh,
champion.
the camera dude. I hate this guy.
My man said, to the left, to the left.
Now kick, now kick. Oh, no, other way.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Whoop.
There
What?
seems to be some sort of a ground pelican.
Pelicans are, in fact, doing a great job. Scarlet's taking a lot of damage here. We'll see if he's able to... He managed to get back on the stage. There's even less side. This, for those that don't know, messes with the edges of the screen, which can really mess with blast zones, and maybe, you get killed a little bit sooner than you would expect. And once again, Sephiroth burning that jump, just like you said, wasn't able to make it back to the platform. And now you recover 30% more. Now you're going into a
it's
round.
T-Pain. Because Shorty got low. I mean, this is down smash he spends. Shorty got low.
So, Rob.
All right, different part of the Smash community, whatever. Go ahead.
Different, yeah, definitely different part of the Smash community. I want to see from Scarlet, I would want him to see as clean of a win here as possible if he wants to go ahead and continue this momentum that he has.
Uh-oh.
We got a bomb.
That's a crash bomb. That's from Kirby. That thing.
Ooh. Good job. This Smash player knows. Oh, my.
Crash bomb, baby. Spike.
Oh.
You got to get
I'm so
spike now.
scared. Yup. Good job. This time slow. What is this? What are we playing?
Items, baby, on high.
Scarlet looks like he's taking a solid control. His percentage has actually gone down this round, I believe.
There's a recovery item. Smash. Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
Smash balls are on. Wait, I don't know if Smash balls are supposed to be on.
All items on high. Those were the instructions. He followed the assignment. Murder him. Murder.
Oh, goodness. Don't get final smashed. Don't get final smashed. He blew himself up.
The assist did.
Now, do Smash players know how to use Final Smash, seeing as they never allow Smash Ball? Never mind, Scarlet knows exactly what he's doing. He punished the landing. You're dead.
Omae wa mojinderu.
And that looks like that might have been, I want to say Connor?
If that was Connor, that was a good showing.
So far, everybody on the Ghost looked like they play Smash. And this should be Mr. OG, I believe. Mr. OG, I think, getting his controller set connected.
If he puts our, I was about to say, I swear to God, if I see a paddle connect to that, I'm going out there and we're boxing.
The reverse sweep. You could not have told me that. I know people were telling me that Scarlet was pretty good at the game, but that we were going to see a reverse sweep on the Ghost of all teams.
Fighting game belt campeones.
Forget it sometimes, but you're right. You are right.
I would have personally, if I was Scarlet, put that at the edge so it X-shaped out.
He's really doing a great job of just getting them off the edge of the map and trying to guard and really challenging their ability to see how well. And that's Cloud done. One more left.
And
that was Dev, actually, and Mr. OG bringing up the anchor spot for the Ghost. It's anchor versus anchor. And I'm just saying, in playoffs, no coat this time, but we saw what happens when you put Scarlet back against the wall. Sometimes you give him too much momentum. Okay, let's see. Can we see the reverse sweep here? Samus versus Sheik. Mr. OG.
Our champion versus
Scarlet.
the challenger.
Okay, good job, land.
Oh God! War crime! War crime! War crime!
He doesn't have much shield. Ooh! The floor is lava. The floor is lava. Both players. Okay, they both have a weapon now. Scythe versus the hammer.
Stone sword.
Eyeball. Who's gonna do? I can't even breathe right now. I don't know how to hit.
Bink.
Stop it! Don't do that. Stand still.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the charge forward smash with that sword because it kicks up a tornado that challenges, and I think it eats a lot of projectiles.
Why do you know more about Smash items?
I'm a casual. And I like party games.
But who plays? You know what? I'm not gonna ask the question. I'm not
Who
gonna.
plays party games? People who like parties.
No, that's actually incorrect. Because then you would not be partying. You would be gaming.
It's a party game.
It looks like Mr. OG is actually doing a very good job of keeping Scarlet in check right now.
He looks like he's figured out kind of how Scarlet's been approaching the matchup so far, and he's kind of just playing at his best. Ooh, nice tilt.
Don't get reaped, Scarlet. Don't let a Reaper get reaped.
Oh, that shield block.
That is a rough item to deal with. To just basically have a free guard against the roll.
Oh, sticky bomb, but the shoulder charge, 108. Sheik
Scarlet
float
get back.
properties. Oh, he's got to time that right. Yep.
Nope. And there we go. Mr. OG manages to clutch it out for the Ghost. They go ahead and get their win. First win on the board. Maybe a little bit less expected of a close game, but they managed to close out, and that's all that matters.
Hey, now that that's all over with, I mean, that's Samus, baby. Samus Aran. That's the A1 day one down, homie. Homegirl. That's the Samus, baby. I'm a Samus man, sorry.
Couldn't tell. I love the energy.
Guns!
And we're
Violence!
Speaking of guns, we're moving into Call of Duty.
More guns! More violence! Yeah! Yeah, lemons!
Because I know you're the biggest fan here, Call of Duty Warzone, how do we play it here in the league?
All right, so Call of Duty here is played a little bit differently than you would, at home or with the boys online after you say, one more game after losing 7 times in a row. Couldn't happen to me. Don't know about y'all. But we play Resurgence, and instead of it being a traditional situation where I saw that. A traditional situation like we see a lot of streamers and major events do it, where it's different teams in different public lobbies, we decided to keep the embarrassment close to the heart. So all 4 players are on the same squad, and if you get cooked, you just got to watch the other team just doing their own thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how people interact with it, because there's multiple different ways how to approach this, because there's hot drops, there's playing for contracts early to get guns and get loadouts. There's also just diffing people with raw pistols and the mitts.
I would also like to highlight we went from Smash to Warzone, so they had 2 minutes to get on Warzone. Sorry, I'm never not going to have fun not being the person with 2 minutes to set up a game.
100%.
It's crazy.
See, 12 teams, 10 games, 120 games, minus 10. So 110 games, we get to laugh at people.
Wait, this might be a lot of fun. Because we're going to see Cat and Hollywood going up against Hydro. And one of the reasons Rad stood out at the Combine was his shooting prowess. He topped nearly every one of the shooting skill tests. But can he deal with world champion level coordination?
Boards do not hit back.
Thank you for that insight.
Hey, that's a bar. I don't care what anybody says. But the point I'm trying to get at is you can score, like you said, you can score ground on these tests. But what happens when they shoot back?
There are a few players that I'm just going to say that I think how do I say this? Shooting games translate to me in terms of at least aim. Now, is Call of Duty one of those games that you have developed strong aim for?
No.
But at the same time, I think they are pretty good.
I think the way...
Guess at rough, estimation.
Rough
UEL's
trajectory.
more about...
feeling and adjusting than
Not
it
even
is.
just that, we might have, and I rarely say this, but the best duo in the league. Tell me someone that is going to be more in sync, ready to play with each other than Cat and Hollywood.
Cordy and Bosif.
Now, I'm going to agree with this.
No, you said play against, not win. That's
Yeah.
a different conversation. But play against, depending on what game it is,
I think that's where I will jump into saying this duo in any game on the wheel, I'd be willing to bet money In fact,
Be careful. You might get clipped and then sent a video of like one part of the entire match that they lost and forfeited every fighter game that rolled or got rolled up by Cajun. So be careful what you say next about the trolls.
I didn't say anything about the trolls. I'm specifically saying that the Reapers are a team that has been. The hallmark of that team is the teamwork of Cat and Hollywood.
Yes.
Both on a management level and as
gameplay
you move down, the two of them direct that team in a way that has now won back-to-back championships. They are the reigning champion.
Well, but they weren't that good. The other teams were bad in giving up the games, right?
Sure, if you want to feel better about a loss, we can come up with a reason.
And a lot of the other teams didn't have a lot of their full rosters when they got third place, though, right? So The Reapers aren't good, right? The Reapers aren't good. They went back-to-back twice. It's
the way I tell people is this. I don't care about the why it happened, and the only way you can change that is to beat them next time. And guess what? They got third, first. So,
damn, so they got 3-1-1, a.k.a. that 4-1 on who they is. It was a stretch.
I actually got that one. That one, like, it didn't go over my head. It was kind of high, bro. Like, I had to reach for it, but
that joke was garbage. I'm surprised it even left the ground. But moving on, speaking of leaving the ground, they're out of timeout. They're not out of timeouts. They're out of setup time. So are we going to see?
We lost the ghost timeout. They're down to 2.
Ooh.
This is gonna be the thing. I'm gonna say this now because we've talked about it obviously, and we've had this conversation. But on the desk, I think it's fair to, present it to the league.
Mozzarella sticks are better.
Very good. True. They're very good. Better than what is the question?
Potato skins. I didn't believe that myself.
Ooh.
I didn't believe that myself.
Oh, you got me derailed a little. Ooh.
But back to the game, the setup. I ruined myself with that
I was going to say, to any player out there watching, if you are in the UEL, you have to know how to set up.
You have to be able to get into the game in order to play the game.
And when I say if you are on a team, 3 minimum, honestly, everyone on the team should know how to set up most, if not all the games.
To any of the rookies that just joined the league or anybody who moved around to another team, if you want to guarantee a starting position or you want to guarantee a huge role on the team, learn setup. If there's, you can be bad at 33 games on the wheel, but know how to set up all 33 of them in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
You'll be the most valuable player on that team.
If you can guarantee your team never loses a timeout
due to setup.
Most teams will look at you and be like,
well, hold on. Most teams will think you're okay, but not play you, and then get rid of you. And then when they start losing, be like, how did that happen? And then you go and win a championship somewhere else. But not like that's ever happened before, right?
I am just a player now.
I'm just commentating. I know what you're talking about.
I'm just a player. Goodness. Spicy today. Like some mayonnaise.
Zesty boy.
All right, here we go. We're jumping in right now. It looks like
we're live on Rad is Mad.
Yep.
We're getting some. Oh, Buddy is he is going through it right now. He took one fight and was like, these numbers are butt.
All right, cool. Do you need to change anything else? Oh, you doing bindings too? Oh, okay. You did have 2 minutes. You had 2 minutes.
I do believe they're also in the pregame lobby.
Oh,
yep.
okay, that makes
so
sense.
they got the whole 30 seconds in order to get everything together before they actually start playing.
All right,
and this is probably the best time to do it, like how you have a button check between rounds of fighting games. So this is definitely a great time to do it. And I think the camera should stay on Rad for this entire time.
I'm seeing some movement already, some sliding.
I'm pretty sure GGO's sitting in front of his computer right now like, thank God. Because last night, I'd rather watch another presidential address in full uniform than watch another game like that.
That's crazy. Looking at this entire game, though, we're planning jumping into Resurgence. Both teams can know where the other is. There's a lot of opportunity to play. I think we might be getting a wheel spin. There might be a small technical issue. We will let you know. We will catch you in a second.
And it looks like we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes,
I'm
I
actually
am
looking forward
excited to see this played in the league. People don't get the I'm interested to see what the different teams' approaches is going to be and what preferences are. And here we go. They're dropping in. We're watching Rad. Let's see what the options are. Looks like they're headed over here towards
Rad is making the play
Exhibit?
towards Exhibit. Exhibit's one of the more popular and hot spots on the map because of the high ground variance and then a lot of the contracts that spawn in the area. So he's looking to take early fights with good gear. So drop down here, red box there, you got another box in the corner, and then you go out into the terrace, which gives you more room to start making your game plan.
Okay. And this also, since we are playing for points, I think it becomes pretty big, pretty quick to, like, hey, drop into a hot zone. If you're a confident shooter, you go ahead, pick up some early kills, get some damage racked up, and that forces the enemy team to also play, a little bit more dynamically. It looks like we might have, it looks like Cat, who's on Cutter's account, already went ahead and went down and is coming back in. We are playing Resurgence. So not boding the best. And it looks like here, again, I always trust Hydro. Hydro feels like he'll come in. If you need him to do something, what do you need? Where do you need him to cover?
And the thing is Hydro is a very selfless player and very selfless leader. If he looks at Rad, what do you need me to do? And Rad just goes, stay the hell away from me. I'll just diff everybody. You know what Hydro's going to do? Stay the hell away from him and let him just diff everybody.
Yes.
And that's how Hydro is. Hydro will be like, all right, what's the game plan? What do I need to do? What do you need me to do? This is what I'm thinking about doing. Cool. Do this, blah, 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 boom. And off they go.
And now look, we've popped over to Hydro's cam. The two of them were having like a conversation. Like they were just having a quick, like, boom, yeah, we're doing this. I'm moving here. I'm doing this.
Ooh, wow. So I guess Hydro plays this as well because Hydro's actually across the map. He's not at
Exhibit.
No, it is just Rad over there.
So the two of them are taking a strategy of let's separate. We both know we're competent players. Get your damage up, get your kills up.
Because I'm seeing all four colors within the square, but we clearly saw Rad land at Exhibit. What's going on?
It's really interesting. We'll see.
Did they read the play over there? Yeah, he did read the play after he jumped out the building.
Okay. Both are fighting here for damage. Who's going to go ahead and get it? And it is really difficult. So every 1,000 damage players are able to do on an individual level, they earn a point for their team. Every kill they get is also another point. So even if you can't get kills, the ability and willingness to take fights to do some damage, it looks like a little bit of shenanigans, jumping in, starting to shoot, maybe causing a little chaos for your opponents. Here we go, back on Rad. Rad's looking to move. And I wonder if they're just trying to cause a little bit of a disruption here. Because it looks like
boom, headshot.
Man.
And that's was that 400 or 500 shots a kill plus another 700 points, I think, for a
headshot. Great shot.
Mama, Rad, he hurt me.
I think Rad heard you talking about maybe the combine wasn't reflective of how well he can play and is looking to put on a combine of his own here in the game.
And looks like Cat got downed again. Did we find Cat's legendary weakness? Do we find the legendary Cat silver bullet?
Oh, the push. He pushes. Does he win the fight?
Oh,
and he's pushing the next.
He's about to 1v4. He'll seriously take this entire squad fight.
He's looking for it. He drops down. He's pushing around the corner. My man is running for his life. And Rad said, "Your life is mine."
What a demon.
Tracking him incredibly well through the steps as well. Great gameplay. That it was Utters at the top. Did Cat manage to maybe grab the kill?
He might have cleaned it up, and that's just the nature of the beast right now. Nope, he didn't.
All right, 2 people are down. Here we go. Is someone keeping track of score? Comes out really quickly, goes ahead, and now pick up your teammate, and he gets taken out as well. Tries to self-revive, ends up going down.
All right, so it looks like you'll have
scoreboard-wise.
There we go. Hydro's dropping in right now. The question is, do you want to re-challenge for the loot?
It looks like he is. It looks like he's willing to do it.
Y'all wildin'. Y'all big wild. And you're going to mess up your landing.
Here
we go. Cut and shoot. Get the ledge. Now
okay,
the question
got
is,
a box
re-challenging
here.
from the top like that, the other team that they killed and got in that position could be falling back in on them right now, giving pings that they're at the roof. So
I think that's probably the call. You see him immediately like grabbing that gun and then jumping off. Maybe he thought that maybe he was coming down when Rad might have been fighting, thinking like, oh, I can get back to my teammate, get a gun, help him out in the situation, but realizes that's not the situation. Is getting shot from the side, is downed again himself. It looks like the situation might be a little bit rough. We haven't really seen Hollywood too much this game. So I'm definitely interested to see what type of numbers he's able to put up and is able to establish between the two of them. And Utters is down, so the only one standing left is Hollywood. Now, my question here is, will we see a similar situation to League of Legends where you realize you're up in points and you go ahead and let your squad wipe so that the game is called and you total points and, maybe.
Nah, hold him hostage.
That is a Hollywood strategy. Hollywood is gonna play you and for all you're worth at any given point. But Rad is putting on a great show here. Gets his loadout once again and is ready to go back to work.
I do not like the fact that he uses SVA like that. That gun is.
Yeah, about that.
It took a whole magazine to down through 3 plates and armor and down and kill.
It looks like he picked up another weapon as well. What are the strengths of that weapon though?
Why might he?
Yeah.
So the SVA, I think a lot of people use it as sniper support, and what they mean by sniper support is a dependable weapon for about medium to long range, or excuse me, medium to close range. It's usually going to have either high ammo capacity, great fire rate, and good accuracy, so you can just beam somebody down after following up with a sniper shot. So earlier when you saw him hit the guy in the head with that sniper shot, Bass V is always tried to true, doesn't have enough ammo for it. But when you hit the guy with the sniper shot, in a lot of situations, that person might challenge back. So instead of trying to take another shot with your sniper rifle while you're taking incoming damage, you switch to your sniper support, which is usually one of the mid-class SMGs or one of the faster rated ARs, and then you're able to finish the job that the sniper rifle did. Yeah, you're not beating the swarm that close. That build is actually really good and well known online right now for dealing with a lot of stuff in multiplayer and in Warzone.
I'm not sure if he picked this up off of somebody. Good job recognizing that's not a great fight for him to take. Is immediately starting to move around, just reposition, look for another opportunity, maybe come in from a different staircase, different angle, force the guy. They're back in the same building before, so maybe this is just a building that he kind of prefers. He understands its structure.
That's a nice skin. The buildings.
Ooh.
If you notice
out the door, yep. Forced to take this fight.
That is a weird situation. I would play it up and reach out after stemming as you push the door. That might be the option.
Plates back up. Climbing again.
I don't like the Bass V out right now. Because if he's going to challenge you, from a weird angle.
Ooh, and he manages to win the 1v1, but gets taken out from behind. 30, all right, 3,000 damage there.
I think the Ghosts win this.
Yeah, it looks like
because just Rat alone, I think, it scored enough points.
Well, I also noticed that Hydro does have like almost 3.5k damage. That's at least 3 points he's adding on to the score before you even get to his kills. And that ability to put some damage in. The Reapers, though, don't look phased. I mean, Cat never looks phased. He looks always locked in, ready to go.
I hate him. He's so photogenic.
There's one of the reasons why he's seen as the best gamer in the world. He's able to maintain calm under pressure. And here we go, floating from the skies above, dropping back in, I think, looking for another loadout. And we have him next to Cat, but he's taking damage. Can he get his loadout in time? Oh, he's still taking damage. He's got to figure out what he's gonna do here. I think he flashed.
He thought it was a smoke. And one of the issues.
Can he get out? Can he? And it looks like he gets caught in another death, and you lose the loadout, which loses you some more time. And yeah, it looks like he was getting pushed from multiple angles by multiple players. Doing a quick count here. Looks like they have 15 kills possibly in total, along with a good number of points. So the Ghosts are, I think, out in front. At least currently, but the game isn't over until it's over, and we've seen bigger comebacks happen.
And not to mention in particular situations like that, it was a very greedy play by Rad to try and land on that loadout, because as the circle starts to get smaller and the game progresses, loadouts still active on the map become really great spots to bait farm kills when people would respawn in and see a chance to try and get the loadout. And as you can see, they were just standing there waiting.
Yep. Looks like the same thing happened to Hydro, exactly what happened to Rad. He also landed on that same exact spot. And ended up losing another life.
It'd be like that.
And it looks like, here we go.
15 bullets left in the Tempest. The Tempest is really, I think, without attachments, is really mid. You should have gone for the box. Now you're in the water with no chance to outplay.
Yeah, but I think he's just trying to reposition. Don't think that he wants to take this fight right now.
If you would have took the fight on the floating camper. You had a weapon. You had a red box you can go to for a better weapon, and then by opening that, it makes the player know where he is. And now there's only certain options.
3K. No, Hollywood is the one with 7 kills. Hollywood has 10 points. almost looks like 12 points coming out of, I think that's Rad on Mecha Matt on. This game's a lot closer than we might have been thinking up to this point, because it looks like Hollywood's been putting on a performance of himself. So it really might
So I
come
think
down
we've been
to
seeing it from Cat's perspective and only Rad's perspective instead of seeing it from Hollywood's as well. So it's looking like.
So it might be really coming down to both Hydro and Cat to see who can provide more support. And an unfortunate situation where Rad is
Hit
going
a
to
cluster
die
mine in the side
here.
of building. So you just got anti-rat tech while trying to rotate with circle. That is unfortunate. All right, it looks like he still has time for resurgence.
Yeah. Checking some buttons here, seeing what's all going on. Ooh, you hit that going a little fast.
Somebody didn't activate they shoot.
The squad is eliminated. We should get a chance here to see the scores, and we'll try to do some quick maths, but production will give us some final numbers as well.
All right, so let's see the scoreboards.
All right, so
Mecha Matt with 9 kills, 4,000 points. That's
13 points.
13. Hollywood with 7 and 3,
10.
Cat with 3 and 1, making 4. And then in the Elder Skater Girls Hydro, Reapers take this.
the Reapers managed to take it. It came down to support, and it looked like Cat was able to just give Hollywood
A
an
little
additional
bit more than a worm radar.
Just enough. It was just enough
Actually, he
for them to manage
3
to
more
take
kills
it.
and 1,200 points difference. Got it.
It's one of those things that, like,
Gotta play these games, brother.
it's an interesting look there. And, yeah, it looks like the points have been given out. That is a Reapers win. Great performance, I think, from Hollywood. I would have loved to see what he was kind of doing. It looked like he also, and this is a very Hollywood thing, definitely put more pressure maybe than even Rad was expecting. Of your rookie coming in, okay, I'm a shooter, I know what I'm doing, I'm comfortable. But you look over, and even at the end there, the look on Rad's face told me, like, still, I can do this, and you just end up in that unfortunate moment when you're pushing yourself, because Hollywood was always 1 kill behind him. There was never this huge gap.
And that's where people need to understand where they want to fall at and how they want to play this game. You notice the Ghosts were up underneath the Reapers the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the issue with doing that kill for kill challenge where I'm just going to last hit is what happens when Cat ends up getting 3 kills and 1,700 damage, and because Hydra was trying to play with them the entire time, instead of getting warmed up and getting his own pacing going on in the area where he might have a better chance, only had 500 damage. Because that match, if Hydro had, I feel if the Ghosts had landed somewhere separate and changed their gameplay style on that, they would have had a better chance of winning. I think Brad being able to just play his game with Hydro behind them backing up, I think they would have had a better chance winning doing 2v4s than trying to do this weird 4v4 thing where they try and soak up
Snipe
damage
kills.
kills.
I do actually think that they were trying to do that originally, but Cat kind of recognized. I'm going to give that not on the Ghost, but on the Reapers making a smart play. Because early on, we saw him land there, and Rad was kind of controlling that area, and they seemed to be moving. And then we saw Cat die that first time, and then come back.
But that's where it's...
And all of a sudden,
That's where it's weird because the Reapers, remember, Rad landed at Exhibit or Exhibition, and then Hydro landed with the other Reapers, and then Rad redeployed over there. And that's where I have the issue. Why would you move from a situation where you had full control of a building and loot, where the 2 you could have built up and then pushed out from there?
Do you think that...
Honestly, straight up, if I'm Rad, I will play, I will focus, and I will act like I am the best person in COD until somebody shows me otherwise, and just diff the lobby. Because he was in situations where him and...
Do you think Hydra trying to disrupt the Reapers, maybe he felt like he was starting to help the Reapers and he needed... And so they're like, well, it's better for us to go kill for kill because I'm better. I'll pick up these kills. I can be the person aggressing and take a 2v1, win the 2v1 before they can get the kill. Again, I'm trying to figure out the decision-making here because, like, it looked very early on, and maybe because we were watching Rad's perspective.
Yeah, we didn't get to see Hollywood at all.
That the dominance there that we saw, it felt like, okay, cool, really strong control.
But then Hollywood was just off, like, murdering kids with a wiffle ball bat, like, for free.
Yeah. Like, if Rad killed 2 in the squad, Hollywood killed 2. If Rad got one, Hollywood managed to get one. And all it took was a kill here, a kill there, a kill here.
And then not to mention, you throw Cadden in the mix where, like I said, 3 kills, 1,700 damage. That means he put 2 to 3 plates worth of damage on 3 different people, 3 or 4 people. The math checks out my head. Because 1,700, 7,000. Yeah, so 1,700 damage with 3 kills. That means he broke plates on about 4 to 5 people, or broke about 6 or 7 plates. My math right. So that means 6 or 7 plates were broken by Cat by himself. And then you factor in the 500 damage from Hydro, so that's like another plate and a half. And then you look at the damage and the kills from everybody else. Hollywood was clearly cleaning those things up. And it's one of those situations where you don't realize until it's too late that maybe we should just not be in the same area trying to piss on each other's
It's first
legs.
game of the season.
People got to figure out the tempo and figure out what they want to do.
I'm going to give you, as much as I was joking earlier, board doesn't punch back. Your strategies and a lot of teams' ideas live in a vacuum, and when you get on stage is a lot of teams' first or early chances to test that out. Something that I will historically tell people that is always true. People play more reckless in scrims than they do on stage. People tighten up. People get nerves. People will play more careful, and the good players will still take risks and find that line of how far they can push. But your idea, every plan is perfect until it hits combat.
No plan survives first contact.
And that's something that I would tell to every player in the league is please recognize the first time that you are getting into.
If you drop into something and you're like, yeah, here's my plan. F1, if you can't even get to the point to execute the plan, scrap it. Then if you do get to the plan, take every second of information that's going on around you and see if it's actually working. Because if it's not,
I also want to highlight, it's very easy to look at that game and be like, well, if somebody didn't have that mine randomly there, then Rad's still up and gets more. And it's like,
you don't play Warzone then. I actively put cluster mines in buildings when I'm leaving out of them just in case somebody spawns in behind me or somebody's ratting and trying to go through the building again.
Yeah.
Nah, deal with it. I'll take the free points.
But Texas Chainsaw's coming up next.
Texas.
Texas.
Tejas.
Again, it's still an interesting game. I think either one of these teams, this is something we're an hour in, having 4 games played.
Wow.
Yeah, having 4 games played is a good thing.
Does that feel...
That was about what it was.
Because the last offseason...
I think the biggest thing that you have to also take into account is the setup changes, and both teams there are, of the 10 timeouts, I believe we've used 6.
Jesus Christ.
Just in case you were wondering.
And there's a timeout active right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh-wee, this second half about to be depressing, Brody.
It's going to be really come down to see who can set up well. It's going to be a check of setup. We are still getting lineups in. We'll talk about them when we fully get them in.
Ultimate In-Gamers League of Forfeits, boy. It's about to be lit in the second half.
I want to see, so Texas Chainsaw, for those that don't know, it's another asymmetrical multiplayer game. It's similar to Dead by Daylight, but instead of a 1v4.
It's a 3v4 because what makes games better? More death.
Yes. And so how it works is there will be 4 survivors, 3 killers. How this game is different than Dead by Daylight, because I think that's the biggest thing that people are going to draw, is individual characters have their perks.
They're no longer skins.
Yes.
They're actually dedicated characters, their own abilities and skills.
Abilities, perks, skill trees, attributes.
Clothing, design, everything. Sonny is a 5'6" white black dude, whereas Leland's a 6'4" linebacker.
Yeah. And how you play those characters matter, their abilities, and what I think we see is in Dead by Daylight, we see a lot of perk choices mattering, killer choices mattering, and then
map knowledge and general player habitual knowledge.
Yeah, but that's for especially for survivors. Whereas in this game, I'm looking at what survivors are you picking, how do you use them, how do you build them, because there isn't just this. Oh, you're good at looping in DBD.
That do not translate, Brody.
You can juke people. You can juke people.
The problem is some dude wearing a skirt in your mother's skin and the chainsaw's in front of you. You run in a circle. That chainsaw will catch you in the ankle, bro.
Yes. And that is also to ignore the other major factor of getting out of the map in Texas.
So,
if you compare it to generators, there are some things on Texas that are easier than generators.
But you know what the easiest part about Dead by Daylight compared to Texas is? There's no basement. The basement in Dead by Daylight you get dragged to. Texas, you start in that.
Yeah.
And one of the one of the defining factors about that is when. All right, so getting some little issues ironed out right now, so we'll get back to that. But I'm gonna go ahead and paint this picture for you. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all 4 survivors and potentially 1 killer start in the basement, and that's always going to be Leatherface if that killer is chosen. Now the problem is this game has audio cues, and the audio cues can be anything from a skill being used, a door being opened, a chicken going off, which are the louder ones.
The way I will tell a lot of
ones.
people is the riskier the thing you want to do,
The louder it is.
and the louder it is, the greater chance that someone on the team trying to kill you
Will
hear
walk
it.
over there.
They will hear it and know exactly where you are. It's kind of like saying, I need to do this fast. Cool. I'm going to send a beacon up saying, I'm here doing the thing.
The thing.
Come kill me. But if you can do it fast enough, it doesn't matter.
Don't matter. And the game, like I said, so remind you, certain actions generate noise, right? Mm-hmm. 4 survivors and a killer spawn in the basement, right? You have to escape before you can play the game. You have to struggle out of ropes, which has a noise indicator. If you rush and make noise, the killer can find you and kill you before you actively have a chance to start playing the game.
Yes. And there are
There's
multiple
hooks.
maps.
There's no hooks.
Oh, this is something that's incredibly different.
You
In
have a
Dead by
health
Daylight-
bar and a stamina bar.
Yep. If you run around and you take too much damage, you're done. It's not.
I'm gonna break out this health kit. I'm just gonna, syringes, all this. Nope.
Yes.
No add-ons for the health kit, bro. You get a bottle of Mountain Dew. That looks like that was the original sugar version. You pour it on your ribs, get some health back, run.
And I will also say that perks in comparison are very different.
And looks like, unfortunately, we will be skipping Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we just explained all that for a game you're not going to be watching.
Don't worry, though. We still care.
I don't.
He does.
I'm salty now. King of Fighters.
You keep asking for it. That's why it doesn't spin. Overwatch 2, and you know the Reapers are happy.
Cat's not because he's not playing.
Nah, I think Cat's all right, even if he doesn't get to play.
I'm just looking to see if somebody will finally counter Ricky and his ridiculous Reaper. He just gets into places, bro. He's like sand.
Yeah, but I think that's the issue. That's not ridiculous. That's Ricky.
Yeah, it is Ricky. That is just Ricky things.
The young goat Rockham.
Ricky Wrangler, a.k.a. Jeep Man, a.k.a. these other teams.
Now
dope.
he has so many names. He has so many names.
I mean, that.
Goated. I can't argue with it. But a 5v5, I want to see what modes we're going to see. Maui is in the game. I keep calling him Maui. Even though
I
it's
don't
not
know
his
his real name either.
name.
So.
Magui, something like
Mowgli?
that. Yeah.
For the bears.
Okay.
All right.
No
copyright strikes.
Yeah, you don't want to sing it. You don't want to sing it. But
Not in the slightest.
we saw him towards the end of last season in playoffs. Teams played him to strong success.
Now, let's go ahead and call...
The game was a success. I'm not talking about the strength of the actual use of the character.
No, it's like getting in a fist fight and sneaking in a shot with a pair of brass knuckles. Yeah, you won the fight, but you used brass knuckles. Nobody knew what was happening until it happened. A lot of people who play Overwatch, who knew about Overwatch, we knew about Overwatch, but a lot of these teams who touch Overwatch as hey, we need to be cognizant of this game, we need to know how to play it, and we need to know how to have basic strategies. The team that got dumped on did not know he was there and did not know what he did. And I would say that was the dominating factor because they didn't know just shoot him in the head because his head's the size of a watermelon.
I'm going to say,
Don't get me wrong.
in the words of the kids, sounds like a skill issue.
True that. You right.
You not reading the
Get diffed.
You embody the how are you fellow kids.
Hey there, fellow kids.
You really embody that sometimes. that was a whole lot. I was like, okay.
It helps cover up the depression.
But saying that, the Ghosts as a team have always been a pretty strong Overwatch team. They've never been bad. They have solid tank play and a player like Mr. OG, who I expect to see to go in here. And they usually have strong follow-up. And Rad did show off. Connor are both like very good shooters, so I expect them to be able to play really well. And so, yeah, we will see how everything plays out. I want to give this to the Reapers, but that's because I do feel the Reapers are like a top 2 Overwatch team in the league. Like, I'm putting them up against Eclipse as the only team that really does have a chance to take them down. Every other team, like, you're going to need to be playing like top 10% of your Overwatch. From what we've seen. What you do at home on your computer, I
what you do on your own time is a whole nother story.
I have to go off the tape that we have.
Man, I'm like top 10 wrecking ball in A, bro. Good job in roll queue.
We play open queue. That's another big factor. You think we're seeing GOATs?
We have said that exact acronym 11 times.
Yeah, I'm asking. I think we're going to see Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Bill Russell, and who am I missing?
Kareem?
Kobe. I'll give Kobe. I'm going to give Kobe his flowers. Give
Rest
Kobe
in
his
peace.
flowers. Give Kobe his flowers. Yeah, I think we're going to see that in game, actively in Overwatch. That's who's going to come out.
Yeah, you say that until I was like, check it out, Overwatch Fortnite crossover. LeBron James.
Oh my God. So yeah, we're getting this set up. Obviously, they're moving from one game to another, so setup is a little bit wonky because they had to skip the game. But we'll get into it in no time. I wonder. We're first hour. I always like to do this as a former coach to a coach. First hour, how would you be feeling as? We'll start with the Ghost because they're down. With the situation, how the game's played out.
As a general manager of an expansion team going into the second season, being down by 2 with only our end, bro, worst case scenario, I'm feeling pretty good. I have won a game against this season 7, 6, and 7 champions.
Right.
We're only down 2, and we're going to a game we're comfortable in. Focus on what's in front of us. What directly in front of us is right now is Overwatch. If we play Overwatch nice and clean, and we get a nice, I personally say, if I was the Ghost, I would like this Overwatch game to last, what's max time for Overwatch, about 15, 20 minutes? Like, if you get the right modes?
You could really draw, yeah. You can get a 20-minute.
If I was the Ghost, I would personally get like a 20-minute game of Overwatch ending with a dub, and then hopefully something that supports Zach or Hydro. Honestly, 20-minute game of Overwatch in the Yu-Gi-Oh! That is the most picture-perfect situation as the general manager of the Ghost, if I can have right now. 20-minute Overwatch right in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zach goes in, and then we just set up next game while he's doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even bother Zach. I ask him if he wants a snack or something, and we just set everything else up. Like, all right, Zach, you want a snack?
What do you need? You need anything? Water?
You need one of the snack warmers?
We got you.
All right, cool. All right, we'll worry about the next roll. Just play.
All right,
And
now let's flip that around. The Reapers.
diff these mub effers. We got Ricky, Reaper, Rock'em, Jeep, Wrangler. These other teams are dope. Just diff. Raw diff. Reaper flavored diff.
Maybe that's why that's a different conversation I would have been having as a coach, but I see.
Well, the thing is,
the funny part is that is the Reaper energy. For people that don't know, that is the energy they come in with, they bring with, and as serious as they also are doing a great job at, like, they find the line between, yeah, we're joking, and then you look at them and they're like, we will diff you though. Don't get it twisted. The jokes are true.
What is it? All forms of art is based in some form of reality.
Yeah. Funniest jokes are true.
Like my depression.
You need more Sly. Drink more Sly.
I want the forever nap. Next game.
Thank you, production. I appreciate y'all. And we're looking at Mr. Dev Syndicate. Mr. Dev Syndicate. Above him, if you're wondering who that is the man that Third Anarchist has been quoting. The man himself, the legend, Ricky Wrangler Rockham. These other teams are dope. And here we go. We're getting into it. Okay, Dev.
Also, that's a part of the saying. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
You said the whole thing?
Yeah.
Not a part, but the whole thing? The whole thing.
The whole thing. King of Fighters.
All right, making sure controls and everything are good. Looks like Dev plays Security.
King of Fighters! Yeah, baby.
I am in fact happy because we get to watch KOF.
Yeah, baby. To see if any of these teams that actually learn how to play the game.
I want to know who the Ghosts send in for their third person.
For King of Fighters?
Because it will be Zach and Hydro and then the third person.
Dev.
Do you send LJ or Dev?
Dev.
What if another fighting game rolls? KOF is very much a fighting game that pressure and momentum will carry you through.
I have not seen LJ play
In a
KOF?
season and a half. 2 seasons.
and I don't remember who she played.
She played. My brain is.
Was it Mai, Yuri?
Keep going. No. It's
What team? What like general team? Like Japan, Heroin?
I'm literally trying to remember because I remember she was switching to Terry towards the end of season 6, if I remember correctly.
Then never mind. I would send an LJ because Terry Bogard has a lot of really good tools to handle with a lot of characters. So we'll go with that. But let's get into this game of Overwatch with Death Syndicate throwing talismanes.
Doing a great job of keeping people up, and it looks like their team comp is they're moving the cart first and foremost. Let's start there. They're moving the cart, which is better than some teams on this map. Some people get stuck in their spawn and it feels really bad. General Thick getting some kills up there as well, but it looks like they're running. They're running.
Look at that thick boy.
Sigma,
Bastion,
Kiriko.
Who's the other one?
Baptiste.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm figuring out.
Up.
Is that the Ricky? Oh, look at him.
He looking. Ooh, he in. Ooh.
Don't.
Is somebody calling? Is somebody looking? Oh, they're on him. You know it's bad when he's here.
And then they dropped invincibility, so he kind of has to bounce out.
But he's still coming around. He's wrapping around. Is anybody paying attention? You have 2 damage dealers. If you have Soldier.
Oh, there he goes. Soldier was answering him.
If you have Soldier and Bastion, first of all, I'm confident you have 2 shooters on your team. If you're electing to play 1-2-2, 1 tank, 2 DPS, and 2 healers,
your DPS people got to be on 1. But we got Cutters now with Soldier and doing a really good job of just cleaning up a lot of kills. And he's 89% on overcharge, and that overcharge just turns her.
Roadhog is eating.
And that is straight Za.
Za?
That gas.
Za got hooks like that?
That's straight Za, man. He, as few matches he's able to play last season, he has not stopped practicing, and no matter what chance he gets, he's going to be able to be a starting player whenever he gets the opportunities given. And he's showing why he's still on the Reapers.
Yes. I can truly try. This is the thing about the Reapers, right? We didn't kind of talk about the teams specifically too much, but the Reapers won a championship, picked up Ricky Rackham, by the way, getting a 3K with his ult, plus getting another kill. Die. That's actually how Ricky sounds, by the way.
Yes, 100%. That's how Ricky sounds.
But
don't pass the ball.
The Reapers as a team, they went ahead and picked up Cutters as well to further augment their roster, and have been willing just to some of the players that maybe had more commitments last season, couldn't practice as much, are now are able to play. Za being a great player. And showing that, hey, we just have depth. We're continuing to build depth. If you thought we were going to get to the throne and wait, no, we're going to keep pushing higher and higher. And the summit that you have to reach to keep up with us is going to continue to be great. And now it looks like, I was mentioning them being able to get out of spawn being a feat. It kind of looks like the Ghosts are now trying to find another push to just get past this bridge. I'm almost feeling here that this is where you have to be willing to switch to a second tank because DPS is not doing enough damage.
You're not checking what they got going on. And in this particular situation, since you see how the Reaper's position, this would be a good time for a Junkrat. If you truly wanted to continue the 2-on-1, this is where you switch to a Junkrat and start getting some spacing made. Or even swap your tank to maybe a Diva so you can have those explosive ults.
Yes, and this is actually Zack Attack, funnily enough. Or somebody playing on Zack Attack's account.
It's Radisman on Zack Attack.
Oh, Rad was the Kiriko. Did they swap? Cameras take a second to flip over sometimes. That's me.
Cameras don't flip.
They ollie.
Cameras. It's more like a
McTwist.
I was gonna say a backside slide, but nah, more like a nollie.
Nollie, okay.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Tony Hawk.
Huh? Did something happen to Tony Hawk? You can't just
The
say
game,
that.
the game.
Oh, you can't just say that, bro.
I caught myself. I was
Tony Hawk is a national treasure. You can't just
and
drop
he's
that on
invited
me.
to the cookout.
Always.
I just remember that meme where it shows Wesley Snipes from New Jack City holding the gun. It's like me when I had to take out Tony Hawk during the race war. It's like, I appreciate the sentiments.
Yeah. The man was like, yo, I understand. I feel you. So they're pushing out here. Let's see if they can do a little bit better on defense here. The Reapers have to make it basically 95 meters. 94 to be
93.8, 93.79.
94, close enough.
93.79.
Round
nope.
up.
Nope.
Round
the
up.
game tracks in exact meters because the metric system is accurate and precise.
For something. I'm not going to get into a whole metric versus imperial conversation.
Gun speeds, weight, size. Perfect. And distance. You don't hear somebody go drop a mortar a quarter mile away.
Yeah, but Celsius is not great for
We're not arguing about that.
All right. Well, here we go. They're trying to trap him in spawn. Let's see. Now, we do see that Mr. OG, Mecha Matt, has gone ahead and swapped over to Reinhardt. This is his, like, bread and
Isn't that
butter
like his
tank.
baby?
Bread and butter tank. But immediately what I'm seeing is it looks like this corner, they're willing to back up, and they're just trying to play off of it. I thought they were losing control for a second, but they managed to go ahead and grab
good
that.
Bastion pick.
A nice job. It looks like they're doing a little bit better, at least on this first push on defense than they were on offense.
And it might just be one of the situations where the Ghost start was either a slow start or they're more of a defensive team.
Yeah.
Because, hey, let's just do our best to push and just diff them on defense.
This map is kind of annoying, by the way, to push on. As someone that's played on this map, it's not. This first corner is...
I'm pretty sure last season the Ghosts actually didn't let somebody out of spawn, didn't they?
The Gorillas did not let the Bucks out of spawn.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I alluded to it earlier, but being very specific.
It's the night version, so like it didn't click into my head until I saw them at the corner from the other
Uh-huh,
angle.
yep,
Like,
yeah. You remember that this is, I believe, the famous clip where Gat got like a 45 piece or something like that, and totally over the course of the game, him and Stars were going crazy. Credit them, they played well.
They played all right.
I'm never going to be salty. Well, I'm going to be salty, but I'm never going to downplay.
It was
if I lose. If I lose, I lose.
It was an expansion team. You're supposed to do that. Get good.
If I lose, I lose.
And if they would have lost, it would have been hilarious because they lost an expansion team.
If I lose, I lose. To the winners go the spoils.
The spoils of only beating an expansion team.
All right, here we go. Mecha Matt's trying to get in here. Ricky doing a great job of just threatening him and forcing Mr. OG to go ahead and step back again.
And then looks like we're running down the Reaper. I don't know how I feel that shoulder charge.
They're trying to deal with Ricky because they really feel like Ricky is the problem. They have an Orisa, which
good
Reinhardt
rotate on the heel and the back up out of there.
Annoying.
Hammer down!
But the issue is like Orisa right now is such a strong tank. We're swapping over to Cutters coming back out of spawn. Cutters, can you help your team? It looks like Ricky Rockham got another 3P. He said, I'll move the cart myself, DPS or not. We're moving forward. Team.
I don't pass the ball. Ricky, Rockham, Jeep, Wrangler, these other teams are Duke.
Tally ho.
Tally how?
Why can I hear him saying that? Like, I can perfectly hear Ricky just going off and enjoying.
Why don't y'all move the bombs? Let's move the bomb. Look. They all dead. Dead. It's all me.
And here we go. Now we're coming up on this corner.
30 meters. They need to hold this corner again, just like they did before for another minute.
And Ricky's looking for another teleport. No one's calling out.
94%.
He's coming in.
Oh,
Boom.
do it.
LJ down.
Push the button.
They're all turning around. You can't just turn around. You have to hold this line.
Fight back.
There's another one.
He's gonna shadow. He's gonna.
Okay. The Moira said you're done.
Shade step.
The Moira said you're done. Zach, Mecha Met, they're pushing out. They've managed to hold it. It looks like it's gonna take the
It's
Reapers.
just right there.
Yes.
With Ricky being dead. Yep. Ricky, they need to be on alert, and this is probably one of the few times, if you have the room to get back to spawn, switch to another tank.
And I'm telling you, we're under 30 seconds. This next push is going to decide it. We know Ricky has ult. Is someone keeping an eye out for that? You need to be.
Doesn't tab button show ults for both
Yes.
teams?
You need to know
another
that.
game where the tab button's the best button in the game?
You need to know where Death Blossom is.
10 seconds.
Ricky's
9,
looking to get position for
8,
it. He's looking to call
7,
it. He's trying to force
6.
y'all back. Orisa ult. Okay, a nice job, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like that's it. The Reapers take Overwatch.
No.
Once again they were so worried about Ricky's pressure. Orisa got in, and when an Orisa ult hits you, you
And then
have to try to get away, and
then-
Ricky was still
And then it's the Ricky Rock, the Jeep Wrangle.
We're just going to call this the Ricky Rockham of the game.
What? I wanted to watch that. Damn it.
You don't need to know. Just know it's the Ricky Rockham of the game.
I don't pass the ball. These other teams just do. I just play.
I want to give some, again, I like to, coming out here again, we know that the Ghost are playing 2 rookies. So I think that's a pretty
honestly,
good
if
showing.
you want to call a spade, technically 3. Zach's had very few opportunities to play between both teams he was on last season.
Yeah.
He might have the knowledge, but he doesn't have a lot of, in-game time.
And working off of that, I think it's something I want to say, to be able to contend with the Reapers even that much.
Like, it sucks because it's like one of those tells of the tape thing.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't perform bad, but it's like they still didn't win. So as the people who still didn't win, you're like, wow, we almost got them.
And that sucks to hear.
And it's like, whether it's by an inch or a mile, Buster, you lost.
I would say
you didn't have me. You didn't have this race. You didn't have your car.
To other Northern Conference teams, you might want to keep an eye out for the Ghost. They're in Overwatch. That Overwatch performance really makes me sit down and look at them like.
Also, do you think it could have been a composition issue or I don't think it was a communication issue. I think it was a composition issue because they were communicating, they were making the right plays, but like you said, when you lean too hard on fighters on your shooter carries and you put them in those roles where they have to do more against a team as well coordinated as the Reapers, who had, I think Reapers had double tanks, right?
They had, I think they eventually swapped to double tanks, I believe.
And once again, like you were saying earlier, you have to make those calls, and that's, as somebody who's bad at Overwatch. I don't say bad. I'm not the best. One of the things I learned very quickly was sometimes what you're doing just doesn't work. Leave it.
Yes, I think you hit it on 2 fronts exactly correctly. The strategist in me will always say this: do the easiest thing to execute with the highest chance of winning. What I mean is, if it is easier for y'all to play with 2 tanks or to play with a Moira, or people will fall into meta very quickly. But if you recognize I'm really good at running this tank with this situation, do it.
Because
force them to figure it out. And then I think on the flip side, the Reapers may have brought a situation that they had to come up with a solution and weren't able to figure out. So we're jumping into KOF. I think here shortly.
Yes.
All right, we'll get to see teams.
Yes.
And
All right, so my Shiranu, and then we looks up. We got Sandman.
we do have a
over there.
Terry on the left, so I'm going
So I
to say
think
that's the Ghost. I'm going to
yep.
go with that being.
So we have Leona, Mai, and it's somebody else. I think it might be King.
Ooh, this should be fun. Here we go. They're going back and forth.
I can tell LA right now is screaming at this Mai.
Yeah,
Fighter is up next.
Ooh, immediately going into another fighter. This should be.
So we got
that's
Zack
good.
Attack active right now, and then Hollywood. Zack Attack has played King of Fighters, I think, with Bubbles and a few other people within the league and across the league. And once again, like you said, LJ and OG, Skater Girl and Mr. OG do play this. So getting some reps with that is good.
So I will say, looking at this, like both players, I think, have clearly touched the game to a limited degree. They might have a combo or two, but they're not playing KOF neutral. For people that don't know,
KOF neutral is hilarious.
It's a lot about movement, positioning yourself, challenging,
and high
going
kick.
where. And we will see that. Kukri was on the left. We'll find out.
Hollywood was active on mine, so now we got
Zack Attack is on the left on Kukri.
So, Ralph?
Yeah, we got a Ralph going.
Oh, you ain't got hands. You ain't
Oh no,
got hands.
this looks like a dictator chicken thing. This
Yeah,
looks
it is
like
dictator
a
chicken.
No, I'm saying Ralph looks like a dictator.
Oh, you got buttons. Oh, dropped it. Come on.
Boom, boom.
Machine gun
Boom.
punches?
Nope.
I don't.
It looks like both players.
Yeah. Okay. So
He got some damage in, which is always going to be important. Some of that will come back because of the health overall. And here we go. We're going into Robert coming out of the Ghost. I'm going to guess that this is Hydro on Robert.
and getting a quick little button check in.
Always do it. Always use your butt check. I don't care what the situation is. Use it, even if you, to the people out there that maybe don't know, take your button check, look at it, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then press start and be ready to play. Even if you have nothing else to do, take the time you're given.
Okay, so just raw level 1, just out there, naked. Cheeks flapping in the breeze. Just.
All right, and now Robert, having fought against Robert, is a pretty good character. He has Fireball, he has a DP. If you just want a standard
special, he's a Street Fighter character in King of Fighters.
And if you want a standard situation, putting somebody like Hydra on a character like this,
simple, easy. I personally would probably put him on Ryo, just because it gets even simpler from there, and he has a counter.
boom. And I'm looking at Dictator Chicken, looking for the EXDP, didn't manage to catch it. It's now below the 60%, 40% health mark. But he's still fighting back. Nice jump and challenge here.
I think I would have liked to grab out of that when he saw that he didn't challenge.
The other
Good
thing,
jab check.
The other thing that, like, I'm liking the buttons, but a willingness to use the auto combo here.
Should kill.
Nope. He went for the manual combo and ends up dying here. So now we're going to be looking at LJ, who is on Terry here in third, to see if she can go ahead and kill. It's not.
That's
a whole lot
4
of life.
bars. Auto combo into.
I wouldn't even level 3. You want to level
auto combo in the B. Auto combo. AAA in the B. Yeah.
B would be a non-metered special. It would just be your like.
So AAA. So AAA in the C.
Yeah. Heavy punch. For those who don't know.
Heavy punch. Sorry.
You're fine. I've. And here we go. We can get a good look here. He probably like needs to spin a bar. Like 2 bars is guaranteed. I think pretty much to kill off of a
level 2 burner knuckle kills off counter hit too.
Yep, both are kind of playing a nice footsie game. We're seeing a little bit more neutral start to develop. Dictator Chicken.
I would have preferred to see that
going for. So this is one of those things that is hard.
Terry confirms the start next round if he confirms into Skater Girl confirms into climax level or the level 4 the level 3 is a clean 60%, and if it's counter hit, it's 65.
Yep, nice.
Wild.
Auto combo.
Auto combo, bro. Just pack him up.
You can, for people that don't know, so to keep it very simple, if you don't want to spin meter on your auto combo, press it 3 times, then press your light kick button. You will spin no meter. And now you took more health bar damage.
And now instead of starting out closer to 70, 85%, you're starting back at 60, 70%.
And now we're playing into Leona, and this is Scarlet. This is a pretty technically difficult character, but
this
has the ability to do a lot.
This is very egregious for Terry because all your pressure
the bomb
starts from Burning Knuckle. And Scarlet knows that Skater Girl's looking for easy confirm in the climax. And at this point, chip damage will finish. EX Slicer.
And that throw's done.
Yep.
So that's one of those situations where I wanted to get into it. When we were watching a little bit earlier, fighting game players, for whatever reason, have an aversion to auto combos. Non-DBZ players. I think DBZ players, there are places where you need DBZ auto combos.
Because so much of the game opens up from options out of auto combo.
Yeah.
Like light, medium, heavy, sliding knockdown for free.
Yeah.
Or light, medium, second jump, medium, special, medium, and then auto combo again for some characters. So, like you said, King of Fighters, though, it's not like that. It's just burn your meter, use a special, burn 2 of your bars, burn 3 of your bars.
I'm just gonna say it this way, because if people out there and they're looking at like you're saying, play the tutorial again and actually read the boxes. It tells you everything in the basic tutorial of the game about how to use the auto combo in a way that isn't just mash the square button and to kind of have some control over what it does. Because there are situations where
just doing a neutral jump and punishing with the light into an auto combo is the best thing you can do.
You have a free light confirm in this game.
Just free. Just land, jab,
and
jab,
if
jab.
you're like, well, I don't want to spin a meter, there are ways to do it. Again,
press.
And we're immediately jumping in DBFZ. But what's different is even though it's a fighter, it's on PC, which means 2 minutes. The way you can always tell, look, if a game ends and you are unsure, just look up at that setup time, and I guarantee you'll real quick realize that 2 minutes is not that long. We had a conversation about KOF, and a minute and a half was gone.
But fun fact, chat, UEL trivia. What belt does Scarlet of the Reapers hold?
It was on display there just a second ago.
Yeah, it was. Dev's going in for this though, and
So I'm gonna jump in here with a little bit of analysis. This is why I expected LJ to go in for KOF, because I think that like you leave Dev up for
the Weeb games.
More of the Weeb games. I don't think that LJ is bad by any stretch of the imagination.
And it looks like we got another time out. Not sure if this is going to be a technical or if it's called, but we'll see in a second. But continue what you're saying, sir.
And so you leave him available. So I wanted to see who Dev will pick. I know last season he was very much on the 16 train, and he was scooping. He was scooping. And did a good job knowing his reflect spots.
I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Over there dunking twice, Oreo, double dipping.
And so I expect like some solid gameplay, but looking at the Reapers, they do have people that, again, Scarlet.
You get Scarlet and King of Fighters, and you get the reset to have him in again for Fighters. Like, this is a great spot to be in.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And then Hollywood's no slouch either. Like, his Fat Boo.
Oh, I forget about the Boo, bro.
His Fat Boo loops are insane.
I hate he plays knowledge check characters, like weird characters that you have to know information for, and it's just like, when am I playing a Fat Boo ever? Beyond you.
Never. Like, Fat Boo has fallen off the popular metagame chart so hard, you only see him if somebody's running a modded version of Fighters where it's like season, 3?
Yeah.
And even then, somebody says that, they're not playing that. Because he was egregious. It wasn't that he was good. He was egregious with the loops.
Yes.
Because he had a TOD, just a 2-bar TOD of just loops, right? So, yeah.
So looking at both teams, yeah, I'm just going to Mr. OG is also in most fighting games, I think,
a very dependable source of knowledge. And
I always like to say bot killer. He will, and in some ways he can challenge the good fighting game players.
The gatekeepers.
Because he does
bots,
not
gatekeepers.
fighting game players.
Yep.
He can challenge the people above him because I think how he approaches fighting games will catch people off guard because they might expect him to take certain options or certain risks, and he just knows where his limits are really well. It's something he does incredibly well. He kind of knows where his floor and ceiling are and knows how to play towards that ceiling consistently, and it might catch you because he'll just make a decision that...
Because there's some people's like, I'm going to enact my game plan, and this is how I'm going to do what I want to do. And some people approach games like, how do I get you to do what I need you to do?
Yes.
And granted, those are the very same style, had the same meaning, but it's different. It's like when somebody loses a game as to, well, they gave them the win.
You didn't win, the enemy team lost, and people are like, those are the same thing.
Not really.
Winning a game versus not, or costing a game can play very differently. And yeah, I want to see Ricky. Ricky's growth in fighting games has actually been really interesting. Watching him now since I came in 2 seasons ago.
There's nobody barefoot in DBZ.
He doesn't play only barefoot. He corrected me on this. So
Cap.
Is there a muscle mommy in DBZ?
No.
We'll see then. We'll see who Ricky plays.
Actually, I think 21's barefoot.
I'm not gonna do that. Somebody can clip that if they want, or meme that. That's me having fun.
I'm trying to think.
My man's thinking about feet. Okay. So in the meantime,
I know I'm weird. Show the rock paper scissors clip.
No.
Do it.
No, they don't have it anymore. They got rid of it.
No, I know.
New season, new us. So looking at this entire thing,
We're renaming it the Cobra Shuffle.
I cannot. DBZ, man. So DBZ, we play 3v3, but we play with each of the players on a team controlling a character.
Yes.
That's why we've been referencing like, oh, this person plays Fat Boot, this person plays 16, because you're going to see their individual character and how people structure teams. It's really interesting. Some teams, some people are more comfortable going first versus staying last. Some teams, I don't know. So I'm going to ask you
I don't think
this.
there's a balanced team in the league. I think maybe the Cobras, and that's not like oh yeah, we're, because LA last played Kula, we had Super Vegeta, and then me on Team Gohan. I think that's probably like the most close to a real online team you would see.
I think the other thing is we still are on the mentality of holding sparking to last character.
Nah, B.
No. I think a lot of teams are in that mentality.
I understand.
But I think that's how fighters is set up. Hey, we see the commissioner of the league assisting here. Some of the gamers.
What up, Commish?
He and our fearless leader,
Who hates fun.
he loves fun. In fact, he creates fun that you never knew you did or did not want.
Bruh. Brohime. Brother-san.
Boom, we're getting in here. And it should be good to go.
So we're just going to get the last bit of character selected and probably button check for the players because DBZ is interesting because unlike other games where you can like button check as you're coming in or swapping out, nope. DBZ, you got to do your button check before you select your character and ready up.
I wish that was more of a thing. Not obviously in games that have multiple people, but like force people to like, hey, check your buttons before you come in.
Like, hey, like a pop-up. It's like, hey, did you want to confirm your inputs?
Yeah, it would be.
I don't
actually
want to
super
do
helpful.
that. Why don't my buttons work? Because you don't know how to read, you mom.
I'm also letting you know. I want to see Street Fighter 6. I want to see it played.
Nah, I'm not trying to witness a murder.
Who you think is murdering somebody? You don't want to see Dev Syndicate.
Actually, Dev against Cutters would be great.
All right. I know who Dev plays. If he plays the same person as he did at launch.
Who is it? Yes.
And if that is the case, we are in for a match. We are in for a match. Again, for those who don't know, on both sides of what we're talking about, Cutters, Uddy, plays and Kimberly and has got reach and mastering. This is widely
on
known.
modern controls.
Yes, so for all y'all people out there like, oh, I can't do. He reached the top rank in the game on modern controls.
And effectively plays the character. It's
Yes.
not like it's not like it's a modern masher because I was like, oh, he's on modern, whatever. I got packed up. Granted, I'm not a good fighting game player.
But no, he legitimately like learns Street Fighter 6 and understands.
He understands
most of
the
how
game
works.
and knows how to play it.
Dev is going to be playing another character. Again, I'm only saying things that are widely
Nothing
known.
but top tiers in this league, boy.
Things that are widely known, I don't mind saying. This is something like everyone knows that Cutters plays Kimberly. This is not like
Yeah, it's not like we're dropping like information.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Pit-Boy drops combos on JP on purpose, so he thinks people has a chance to win, so he can blow them up with EX amnesia because he's a horrible person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all
That sounds like a good
y'all
JP player.
Y'all JP
That
play-
sounds like a good JP player. That's all I heard.
dropping a combo on
was-
purpose just to EX amnesia somebody. Y'all are horrible
that
people.
Pip-Boy character that you mentioned sounds like an amazing person with great decision making.
I hate both of you so much right now. You know what the funny thing is? I made that joke in chat. I don't think he saw it, and I just made it now. He's probably sitting at home and was like, can I make them push a button? And
Oh, that guaranteed.
Pip was like, I'm in the lab right now. I'm starting back at bronze.
Can I tell you, by the way, can I say that's what I love? I noticed that when playing, that JP at the start of rounds is like, let's have a fair fight. And you see the psycho power glow around his hand, and he looks up like, cut ya, boy.
Nerf this man's normals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nerf them.
All right, now we're getting off topic. Let's focus on the game at hand, okay? We're here for UEL,
We're here for fighters.
not for game balance situations. Okay?
Yeah, because Tyler's figured out a way to revert that.
DBFZ, who you got? Who you got? And how many people are going to be
Depends
left?
who's on point. If Dev is on point and Scarlet's not on point, I think Dev can get through two characters and maintain sparking very easily. Then Scarlet has to battle back against three people and a Dev. But if Scarlet goes first and Dev comes in with resources, limit break, and sparking, I think Dev can pressure Scarlet for the win. So depends on whose point, Scarlet or Dev, and who gets first character draw.
Okay. I think that's where I was getting at when I mentioned the whole sparking thing of us in the league holding sparking until last character. It's like conventionally, actually, in modern DBZ, a lot of people prefer to use their sparking early because the loss of an assist and a character is greater than having sparking at the end of the game.
And I think that's also attributes to a lot of playstyle because, like you said, the popular meta has adopted to that. But I think the more consistent players you see, like your Lotus Sakuras, your LKs, and all of them, they go back and forth between that. Because I've seen Lotus recently burn. I'm not talking about the creators, but hear me out. I've seen him use his sparking at level 2 now a little bit more often, or when he needs to get that last bit of juice out. And I've seen LK just be like, round start 2M, sparking, and just lose his mind.
So I will say that's the other thing.
I've seen
the
both
other
sides
side of that is you spark because you know it's X Factor. You know you can kill somebody at that point.
X Factor.
You know you can kill somebody. But again, that's the interesting thing about the fighting games genre as well. So far, the fighting games have been kind of even. 2 games going to the Reapers versus 1 going to the Ghost. Now, the issue is that
The
Smash
game-
was incredibly close.
Like, when it comes down to games played, yes, they have been close. As compared to execution on the side of the Ghosts, they have not been close. Smash was the only convincing one they've got. Like, Smash was the only convincing performance they've had.
MK1.
Outside of, I'll give them KOF. KOF did come down.
I think that's one thing is we've only seen 3 so far.
Actually, no, KOF
Fighters.
was a sweep, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, Ralph died.
Not just Ralph, but their first character died as well. It was Kukri versus who got back, and then Kukri Kukri into Ralph, and then Ralph went through everybody to the last person. Here we go. We're in game though, jumping on, and yes, I forgot. Dictator Chicken does. That's not Dictator Chicken.
That is Dev Syndicate on.
The Reapers are on the left. I can tell you that the Reapers are on the left. Just looking at the team,
Yep.
it looks like
Is that-
it looks like the Reapers have adopted the strategy of Z Broly beyond people that play this game. Give me armor and let me attack you. Caught. Nope.
Was
Isn't
Dev
able
with
to.
the base coup? Did we get the next Finn?
Nice block.
That's a dead Broly. He has meter for it.
Oh no! I see the head knot. I see the head knot. Yep, he caught the swap in. UFC's coming up next. Is Hydro available? This might be a really good UFC match between the two teams.
bing, bing,
boom,
bing.
boom, boom, boom.
Spear bomb or flying rock?
Nah, he's just looking to go and catch people. Hollywood, you about to go down?
Hollywood got put in the blender there. That was 2 overhead. That's 2 short hop overheads to get in, open them up, finish
And
them
so breathing a little bit hard, but this is Dev Syndicate for those that do not know. Dev Syndicate came in last season and really put his name on the map as one of those Season 7 rookie fighters that have been
an
menace
absolute
to the league.
nightmare to the veteran players.
Here we go. You got to still handle it. Nice job swapping in the hit to get a little bit more damage. Is he going to swap him back in? Or are you looking for damage yourself? Nice job using the counter.
What? Ooh, that is probably one of his easiest confirms when it comes to his more intermediate techniques. And dropping that, you're going to get punished hard.
I'm pretty sure he tried to do a step forward and accidentally got just the raw S for the counter. And you traded him back into a hit. This could be just death.
Just level 3. Just level 3. Just level 3.
Yeah, this is
Level
just
3.
death. Nice job. Boom. Both are itching for the hit. Nice job to use the armor. Okay, here we go. Can you handle it? Okay, looking to reflect.
Let's raw level 1. Raw level 1.
Can I buy a 2H? Can a brother buy a 2H?
That's down heavy punch. Or heavy button. Or heavy attack. All right.
All right, here we
coup.
go. Super Goku,
Yep.
nice kill.
Yep. Just get him out of here. Now, this is where things get a little bit more terrifying. This is limit break.
Broly. Like, if you get touched,
Yeah.
maybe he will demonstrate. If whoever's playing here, if you could demonstrate for the
He dropped.
nice,
Could he extend him with sparking there?
probably. Pretty sure, yeah. You just spark when you land back down after that first
Because then
hit.
that should give them the
It'll
reset
pop
in order,
them just back up and
just for him to
you
get the
just keep
combo going.
yeah.
All right, but we got some Goku combos, sliding knockdown.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay, here's the thing. Boom, boom.
Wasting much time sliding knockdown. Good shimmy. Oh,
Just super.
Just
Ricky
vanish,
looked away.
vanish.
No, he has to just block that. He has to just hold it. Boom, boom. Dev, looking for something.
Oh,
Good job
got
catching,
him.
pressing. Goes up. Boom, boom, boom,
Does
boom.
he get
Bring
the
him back
level
down.
again? Nope. Oh!
I think Dev was counting on just offensive pressure, being able to take out Broly there. But that's the one worry. Nice job sparking. If you can just get a hit here, you just got to. That is punishable.
No.
Okay.
Level 3.
Boom.
Level 3.
No, he's in the corner. He feels confident in being able to complete this. Now you just level 3. Now we.
Sliding knockdown.
Oh, is this Ricky? Is this Ricky Rockham?
Is that
Walk
Ricky?
away?
Is that Ricky? Oh my
Not the
God!
Ricky Rockham walk away.
Ricky! When I grow up, I want to be like Ricky.
I'm not lying to y'all. We were sitting here, and what happened was we hear from the arena, Ricky,
Hit him with the level.
coaching, good coaching. Ricky went bowling at the very end. Hopped in the Jeep Wrangler, pulled up with the team.
All-wheel drive. Gets random so doop.
But there, I think that's one of those situations that was.
I think there was a lot of missed opportunities on both sides to get a lot of characters out sooner with somebody sliding knockdowns to meter. Granted, the way the Reapers team was the Reapers team composition didn't have enough batteries for meter, and so when Zebra, I think they had battery meter sitting because his characters kept dying. They kept getting the residual, the catch-up battery, the catch-up mechanic, and then when he came in with limit break, he just got 2 bars for free.
Yeah.
So he just had 7 bars just sitting there. And did we see a super from the Ghost? I don't think we did see one.
No.
And I think that's a problem. There's with base coup on point and the amount of damage he's doing, there's a lot of opportunities. He could use Kaioken to go for hard knockdown and restart his pressure.
If you are playing, there are a few ways I can say this. If you are playing the game and you feel like you need to carry it, yes, you have to push the limit, but you need to cash out. You have to cash out at some point.
There's no point in saving meter and dying with meter. Like, I appreciated the sparking at the end, but there was plenty of opportunities, I think, where if Dev burned sparking and guaranteed one of the brawlies dying, not a single person watching and not a single person on his team would have been mad if they still lost. Because sparking at the end wouldn't have made that big a deal. But sparking gone in a 3v2, with them having sparking, it's a lot, man, more.
I also am of the opinion that yes, Dev had 1 hit left on him. I think you still hold Dev in the bag. And I say that to say they brought the Goku in, and I think the Goku did fine. But if you're betting on Dev winning,
those tag times were so inopportune, though.
well, the first thing that we have to, I mean, if we're talking about tag time, I mean, they're raw tags. Like, this was not like this wasn't like
a hard knockdown or a sliding knockdown.
I'll even give you this. If you don't want to spend super on damage, spend it on swapping characters.
Yeah, get your safe tags out.
Because, like, we saw the hit come in, Hit was managing to get some pressure, get some damage in. And it looks like we're going to be seeing Cat versus Connor in UFC. Connor, welcome to the league.
He's not real. When you wake up tomorrow, you'll never remember this. It'll just be a blank figure in your memory.
You're in for
Protect yourself.
Like, as somebody that has not had the experience yet of playing against Cat.
You know what's terrifying?
What?
During the holiday get-together for Halloween at the Reaper House, Cat made me go against Doomsday in UFC. And Cat chose me. Cat knows UFC, and he knows people that knows UFC, and I won that. And he was like, yeah, man, third, you got this. That is the level of knowledge he has of UFC. He was just like, I'm going with third. I'm like, bro, you know I'm bad at games. He's like, nah, bro, you get it.
No.
Like,
That's all.
Cat in UFC.
For those that are looking, actually, if you want to know more about Cat specifically, I believe an article came out, as well as a video over on our YouTube channel, UEL Esports, where you can hear some of Cat's story and what he's able to do.
Also, shout outs to Cat becoming the owner. I don't know how the split is, but at the end of the day, I think he spearheaded that. Congratulations to Cat. The Reapers are now owned by themselves.
And to those that are out there in the league, and if you're wondering what we just said, you can come in, play well. They won 2 championships.
Back to back.
And they bought their team.
They answer to no one but themselves now.
And to people out there in the league, hey. Cat said it. He said it at the end of finals, and I remember because it stuck with me. That they are going to keep doing this until people put action to their words. Until people
step to the Reapers and challenge the Reapers. Also, I'm going to give the Reapers a quick shout out for saying, hey, we're on their radar, because that's a... Jokes aside and all that, for currently, undeniably, statistically, the best team in the league, 2 seasons in a row, to look at an expansion team and be like, it's terrifying and humbling, and it's awesome at the same time, because from Baba Yaga, from 3rd place to a championship season, and then repeating it against the big bad Eclipse, formerly Karma, you rarely see teams in a lot of competitive situations win championships do the right thing.
Timer, man. That timer is going to be killer. Because, again, this is another 2-minute timer. Remember, we went from DBZ to UFC, PC to console. I'm trying. Like, I'm noticing. The other reason I'm noticing, obviously, the Cobras play next week, but we'll get there at the end of the week. But I'm noticing this because I think every team should be paying attention. Like, hey, do you assume every game is you have a minute and a half to set the entire game up? Just assume.
Yeah, you gotta.
And that's hoping that one of the games doesn't crash or doesn't take longer than a minute and a half to turn on, which some of them do. So be prepared. All I'm telling people is to be prepared. We're going to be playing middleweights. It'll be Cat versus Connor. We'll get you a call on which one is on which side. Okay, they touch gloves, so they at least know a button. They at least know how to do
we
that.
got Rocket League coming up.
Rocket League coming
Is
next.
Ricky available?
Is Hollywood. Doesn't Hollywood also play this? All right, here we go.
The Ghosts are out of timeouts, too.
So they probably had to burn their last time out on one of these last few games. Boom.
Good takedown.
Ooh, nice shot rolling out.
George St. Pierre is a wrestler, so I'm pretty sure he has good ground game recovery.
So of these two fighters, like what are their general
Sonnen I'm not
strengths?
familiar with. George St. Pierre is probably one of my favorite, more recent generation UFC fighters. Really good wrestler, really good striking. Primarily a wrestler, but good ground game and good power to get to the ground.
Okay.
Sonnen, I think he was a boxer. Don't quote me on that. He's either a boxer or jiu-jitsu. But either way, we might see some, honestly, it's just really weird back and forth. I don't know why you threw that. It's a lot of stepping in and a lot of weird combos. Not a lot of changes to the direct use of some of these attacks. A lot of stuff to the head. There we go, elbow counter to the head. Nice little kidney shot, some knees to the chest, one to the bottom of the chin. Jab, uppercut. 10 for the takedown. Oh, dumps him on his head.
This is Cat White.